It's the truth.
It's the truth.
It is the truth. I told her I don't watch it.
Hey guys, welcome to Checking In. How you guys doing? Well, Noah, you're looking fly tonight.
You already know the vibes.
I know he's got the vibes going on over there.
Yeah,
you know?
does.
Tell me about those glasses.
All right, so I'm not sponsored. So do you want me to say the name of the company?
Sure, give him a little free shout out.
All right, if you say so. So these are Future Mood glasses.
Future
all
Mood.
right.
Okay.
So this mood that these glasses are supposed to give me is happiness.
Happiness.
All right.
Is it working?
It's working out great because everyone's having a very shit day.
Yeah, today's been a weird day.
But
I don't even know.
I am in just such a blissful mood. I am grooving through this day.
Nice.
So I'm happy. I think they're working.
Now, can you get like pissed off glasses?
Yeah, that's what we need.
They
dude.
sell the red ones.
I
the
was
angry
just gonna
ones.
say
Red ones are
red.
angry?
Yeah.
I don't need the angry.
No,
glasses.
Lori,
I
don't.
know.
No,
Like I got
there's,
enough of
there's,
that.
there's
just,
been enough mass murders over the last
Exactly.
Could you imagine, Lori?
I would think
amped up.
blue might be nice.
You gotta be
too.
careful though, because green was the only color even left on the website.
Okay.
So these
Really?
might even be out of stock already. Just
Might
saying.
want to put those on
So,
eBay, man.
Yeah, they're special edition. You got to be careful because they
Let's
are
punch
powerful.
that shit up. Let's punch that shit up. I want to
Future
see
Mood?
Future Mood glasses. See if there's like a secondary market on this.
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see how much these glasses are
Yeah,
going
because
for.
maybe you'll be flipping them.
No, I'm
Go
wearing
ahead,
these for the rest of my
shopping.
life. Rest of my life.
Where are they even at?
Yeah, I don't even see them.
They got you, bro. They sold one pair to no one.
that's
They were like,
hey,
all right,
fair.
we got somebody.
Listen, it worked.
I don't know. Where
What
they-
did you type in?
Future Mood.
Future
Future
Mood
Mood.
sunglasses.
Well, it should be a
It
brand.
says eBay.
Look
Direct.
it down there. The first website, Jay.
The one that says
here?
Future
Yeah.
Mood. Yeah, that's the one. There they are.
Look at me.
There they are.
There I am.
Wow.
There I
That's
am.
your girl.
That's my girl.
Oh, they got some nice
Look
ones,
at that.
man.
But they're all sold out because people are
Oh,
on
These
this
guys
shit.
are upset.
yeah, I don't like that. I
Oh.
don't, yeah, that red is.
The red's powerful.
Ooh.
Whoa,
That's
those are
actually nice-
beautiful.
Nice graphics, though, man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh my God, well done, right?
That's why I bought them. I was like, this has got to be a good product.
Okay, Future Mood. Hit
Those
us
are
up.
sweet.
I like
Those are
those.
sick.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
there
You got the
Future Mood. Get a brand
craziest
deal
ones I've
going.
ever seen, bro.
Hell yeah. What's up, baby? I'm happy as shit right now. And that's what sold me. See, her eyes are green. My eyes are green.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of just the whole package.
Yeah. Can you get those still? Are the green still available?
Oh, I hope not.
See.
Because people are going to be jacking my style.
It looks like maybe. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Calm, soothe, relax.
It's true. It does all of that. I can,
Oh, man.
I can
How did
bet.
you not get a pair for Dad?
Yeah, I know,
Because
right?
I just wanted to make sure they work before.
I don't like glasses though. I've never been a glasses guy. I don't wear sunglasses, and I've got blue eyes. I should wear sunglasses, but I don't.
They're there,
okay.
baby. You
They're
can add
there.
the cart.
Damn, that's a shame.
20 bucks.
So if you guys want to hop
I'm
on the
making
way,
that kind of money.
oh,
My mood is
We gotta get
broke.
those super chats up, man.
just saying.
Guys, we gotta get sunglasses.
Yeah.
Sunglasses
Future
fun.
Mood.
Come on.
Come on,
Yes.
sunglasses fun.
In the comments below.
The sunglasses
Dude,
fun.
if we crush it on super chats, I'll buy a pair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Protect them, baby blues.
I do. Today was a weird day for me too. I woke up I felt kind of goofy, but then I felt better, and then the afternoon kind of. So,
I bet if you had the
But I
blue
just spent-
glasses, you would have felt fine the
yeah,
whole day.
probably.
Can I
but-
talk a little bit about the day?
Oh wow!
Oh man, this is a bad story. It's gonna.
Started out
If
great.
you're under 13, please click off right now.
I will keep it PG.
Okay, yeah. Don't say the C word.
No, I won't. So I will not. So my day actually started pretty good.
Did it? You were quilting and stuff.
I actually, because I knew we were going to be here late, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get in my normal time. I'm just going to chill at home for a little bit and work on, some stuff I wanted to.
Can I stop for a second? Just let me interject. I thought I was in a movie this morning because you were leaving when I went into the shower.
Well,
You're like,
I started my car.
right. So I figured you were leaving because that's about the time you usually leave, right?
Yeah.
So I take my shower, I get ready. It's like 20, 30 minutes later. I walk downstairs. Lori's not around. She's not upstairs. She's not downstairs. She's gone. And I look out and her car's there and it's empty. And I'm thinking she might have got alien abducted.
Oh, it happens, dude. It goes
She got
quick.
But she was in the basement quilting. So okay, now
Whoa.
commence your story. About, yeah.
Yeah. So yes. And whatever. Yes. Working on quilts. I did decide to start digging out and doing some projects
yeah.
and things that I haven't been doing. So
Yeah, it's been a
So
while.
yeah. So I started okay. Drove to work, get to work. And that's just when the shit just started hitting the fan. It was just like
did,
one
it
thing
did.
after another. And I was just like, oh my God, is this a Monday? Because there isn't a worse Monday than what today has been.
Yeah.
Beth comes out
Poor Beth.
and tells me, she's like, you're not going to believe how this day started. She goes, I answered the phone. It's not even 8:30. Hello, BHP Reptiles. How can I help you? This guy on the phone is like, yeah, you're a C word, and so is Lori. And Beth's like, what? And he goes, yeah, you're a C word, and so is Lori. So bless Beth. She was like, yeah, well, your mom's a C word too.
Oh,
and F you, and hung up on her.
So the customer service here at BHP is impeccable.
No, you know what it is? It's on the same level. But I'm like, what?
I do
So I don't
love
even
that.
know. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't watch the vlog today. Was there something in the vlog that made me look like a bitch?
Yeah, because I
Like,
want to know
what
that
would-
too.
Because that is
No,
just
there was
weird
nothing-
that
There's
would
nothing
come
in-
out of
no, there's
nowhere.
nothing in the vlog.
Were me and
No.
Beth in the vlog?
No, you guys weren't even in the vlog today.
So
Yeah,
it
what
was
would-
totally
It has nothing to do with the vlog, that's for
unprovoked.
sure.
Yeah, what would prompt him
And
to
then
call
I
you
was
guys
like,
that?
well, I'm like, well, okay, I get it. A lot of people don't like me. I was like, but why would he went after? Why would he have went after Beth?
Yeah, Beth's
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. She does everything right.
poor
Yeah.
Beth
Yeah.
got
Well, I
caught
think
in the
it's just one of
crossfire.
those haters that just, trying to,
Definitely.
I mean,
Definitely.
it's probably a 13-year-old boy that
We
just
did.
like,
I was like,
just
oh.
got his first
I
cell
said,
phone.
did you look? Let's go back for the number. She goes, oh, I already did. It was blocked. Of
Yeah.
course it
Well, you know,
was.
do you
Because
notice that-
nobody with balls enough to say it is going to have their number
you
or
notice
name
that
out there.
90%
I'll call
of the
tomorrow.
like if someone calls, it's always a blocked ID number. And do you notice that like really hateful comments are typically with
Ghost
no emoji?
accounts,
Anonymous
right?
Yeah, like, and if you go to their account, there's like
There's
there's not
nothing,
one
yeah.
no activity. It's
Just
like
me.
someone literally created an account just to make
to
a really
be
nasty
an asshole, yeah.
because they
Yeah.
don't want accountability. They don't want to get called out for it. You know
Definitely.
So-
Exactly.
Definitely.
So-
I mean, it's definitely like a weird psychosis in our new world because we know people that have literally created accounts to talk shit on themselves.
on themselves. Yeah, they'll
So
literally create accounts.
To
Yeah.
shit talk themselves.
Yeah, and get into an argument with themselves.
And then go back to the other account, respond, go back to the
Yeah, just
other.
so much
How
free
do
time.
people
Bro.
how do people have that much time on their hands?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
mental
Literally,
disease. That's a new
yeah.
mental disease that we
It
haven't.
is. I mean, honestly, is that literally like a split personality?
Sounds
Like,
Well,
yeah.
there's all kinds of things, but it's like Beth was obviously upset about it because she doesn't get that stuff very often.
Yeah.
But I told her, again, don't let people rent space in your head for free.
Can't.
It's just, those things don't
And
matter.
I don't even think honestly, I don't think she took it personal. But like,
No, I think
that's
she
no
was
way,
dwelling on
that's
it a
just
bit.
no
She
way
was
to
dwelling.
start the day.
But she was dwelling on it, and it was bothering
Yeah.
her, because she said it as she was leaving. She goes, I wish I blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like, I
not
don't care.
personal.
I don't care anymore about that
No,
crap.
it is hard,
you know?
and maybe that's it too. Like, I mean, I don't know. To me, like, it didn't ruin my day. It actually like made me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear that. I talked to Kevin from Nerd yesterday, and I was surprised to hear that our hate group on Facebook is still. I mean, I think it's probably a pretty small group of people, but my point
I'm
is
not
like,
surprised.
what is wrong with? I mean, number one, if you're 30 or 40 years old and obsessed with me, where a 30 or 40-year-old man that's obsessed for the last 2.5 years every day going on this hate group talking about what I did in the vlog,
Yeah.
you gotta maybe think about your life a little bit
Yeah,
more,
at least
right?
propose to you
Yeah,
or
like
something.
maybe
It's
like
weird.
some. But the other thing is they, back 2.5 years ago when they were doing it, maybe they were doing it because they knew it affected me. Now I don't care about you people.
Yeah.
Like you literally
learn.
mean nothing to me,
learn.
and your opinion of me means nothing to
Yeah.
me. So like now, like why are you even doing it? Like I mean,
It's
like
just
it's just
the
a weird
same,
thing, you
it's
know?
the same kind of people
their
who
life
just are
purpose.
ones who gossip or who just like to talk shit.
It's
about
just weird
people
that they
or
would
this or
attach
that.
to one person, though. Like
Well,
let's
you
make
don't-
our life.
Well, we don't
all-
even
don't
know.
know.
This is the thing. Although your name
they
might
might
be
do.
on there, I bet they talk shit about all kinds
No,
of
my
people. on there.
understanding is again, I don't know who it is. My understanding from what Kevin said is like every morning, this small group of people get together and just complain about things that I've done. That's all they do. That's like the whole group is like what Brian has done right now. and how he's such a
Wait
bad
a minute,
person.
wait a minute. Is that how Kevin starts his morning?
Yeah,
He's drinking his
read-
coffee, reading this.
reading
He's like,
it.
this is good shit right here.
I hate that shirt. Why does Brian wear that shirt?
Always with the
Like,
goofy shirts, man.
This guy, he's acting like he loves his
got
animals. All he
Cheez-It
cares
shirt.
about is money and fame.
And silly
in
shirts.
It is funny, you know. But like I said, I think it's humorous for me because I literally don't care. I mean,
Once
like
you
I literally don't care.
Once you develop and you really try to understand yourself,
Yeah.
and you have a really, once you can get that good picture of yourself developed and you know who you are, hate comments like that can't affect you because when someone calls you a C word and you know you're not a C word, you know you're a good person,
Yeah.
just like my mom, she can just laugh because it's like that person is so delirious.
Yeah.
It is.
It's funny.
Or I'm not gonna lie. Like, yes, I know I can be a bitch or I can be a C word if I want to. And if I'm doing it, I'm choosing to do it. And I don't care. Like, you know what
Exactly.
I mean? So that's I
Well,
don't
You know who
comfortable
you
with
are.
because
yourself.
honestly, you're right. Exactly. Honestly, if that's what you're seeing of me, it's because I'm giving you that because you deserve it.
Yeah,
Like-
you deserve.
Well, I don't know. In all fairness, I will say this: Lori is
Some of the time.
No, I will say this, and you'll agree with me, Lori. You start by being like, I'm not going to be nice to you until you become someone I want to be
Until
nice
you earn
to.
it.
Yeah.
You got to earn my nicest word. Most
Definitely.
people are like, I'm going to be nice until you earn my meanness. You're
Yeah.
the opposite.
That's not true. I'm
It's
not just
not.
mean to people.
No, you just don't give them. You're not. Let me put it this way: every single person I've ever brought around.
I'm oblivious to them. Like, or you know what?
Yeah. So my point is every friend of mine I've
I'm
ever
like, hey.
brought over, every
what he
single
says.
friend, every friend,
Yeah.
at some point has said, Lori hates me, doesn't she?
That's true.
And I'm like, no, she doesn't. She just doesn't feel you deserve her attention, you know? But then when you deserve her attention, then she's very,
great.
look at MJ, you know, you're very nice to MJ now
This
because
is the
you like
thing.
MJ.
Okay.
You know?
This is the thing is, and right, wrong, or another, it doesn't matter. It's how I am.
Totally.
Okay. Is exactly when you meet somebody, and especially like where we're at right now. You know, people come up and they want to suck up. They want to be your best friend. They want to, you know what I mean, do all this stuff. And some people are nice and good, and some people are just assholes trying to just get whatever's best for them or whatever. Honestly, yeah. Guess what? I'm going to be like, hey, what's going on? Whatever.
Beat 'em
Until I can feel out who you are, what you're doing. Like, I'm not going to be super nice and buddy with someone unless I know who you are and if you're worth being.
And that's probably
that
why I get
person
taken
to.
advantage of a lot because I
No,
go the other way. Because
100%.
I'm always like nice to everyone until they make me
yes,
not
of
nice to
course.
them.
And I
because-
don't.
But it's fun.
I think that there's a happy medium. I think you guys are both very extreme
Yeah,
of the
you're,
spectrum.
Yes.
you're right. No, you're right. Your mom is that
We're
way
the
and I'm
yin and
that
the
way.
yang.
But,
Definitely.
but you know, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's you know, it's
And that's why it's great that you guys have each other.
Right.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
No, there's yin and
Some-
yang, and there has been a lot of. I've learned to trust your mom's instinct about people a lot because you know, like I'll start to do
good.
something with somebody, and you'll say it. I don't like this. This doesn't feel right to
I've
me.
heard it.
And almost every time, your mom's right. You know,
true.
because I'm just very gullible and very seldom will I, you know. I always just open everyone with open arms. I'm like, yeah, come, let's hang out. Let's do, you know, it's like, you know how many times I do that where it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
I do, and that's why I am the way I am, and it's good or bad. Like, you know, I like how I am. You know,
That's good. That's how you're supposed to.
literally.
if
By
you
the way,
pull one over on me, good for you. Like,
We are crushing right now.
I mean, the super chats. I mean, we got
Someone's getting some new sunglasses. Yeah.
We're getting
Yeah,
some
we're
new
getting a couple pairs.
Daddy's getting
All
a
right, let's
pair of
hit 'em. I wanna
sunglasses
see.
tonight. Let's see what we got here.
All right,
Jay.
cool. So Solus Honky said, sending love from the Great Northwest. Love you guys.
Hey,
Thanks
welcome
so
back,
much.
Solus. I
Speaking
missed
of,
you.
He's from Oregon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Serious shit going down in Oregon right now.
What
for
else?
Educational about
Reptile
reptile
shows.
bans.
Yeah.
It's about they want to ban the ability to take tortoises, monitors, a bunch of other animals to educational shows or any
Why?
show. I don't know why, but they're going to ban that in literally in Oregon if it passes. You won't be able to do reptile educational shows at schools, birthday parties,
doesn't
anything
make
like
any
that.
sense.
No, I
hope
know,
they
but
can really,
so Solus, go to usarc.org.
Fight the good fight.
Yes.
And send some emails and make some calls to stop Oregon
Totally.
from passing that bullshit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Our boy Silver Cash, he
Hey.
crushed it last
Oh my gosh,
Saturday.
Yeah. Silver,
Thank you.
I'm
Well, he asked how was everyone's day. I think you heard
You
that.
just found out, Silver Cash. You know,
I'm doing good.
But we appreciate, yeah. He I tell
Noah
did
got,
again, too.
Noah got some
Crushing
nice
it.
glasses.
Yeah.
we appreciate you, brother. I mean, really, this Saturday he was like amazing. And
It's rock
I know.
star.
I was watching that.
today already, so I appreciate
Nice.
you so much, man.
Clistia says, hello, Barcheck fam, and Jay, much love.
What's
Hey,
up?
what
up, what up?
These super
Thanks
chats
for
were
the support.
prior to the
Yes.
us going off about everything. So.
Yeah.
So they're probably like, "Holy shit!
Oh, I'm sorry I asked.
How are you guys? F you!"
Potterhead
Andre, what's up?
says, hey, Brian, Lori, Noah, and Jay, how's everyone? Love the Morph Mixology podcast on Saturday. 7 inches of snow here in Minnesota. I hate it. Just want it to be spring already.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's a lot of
so
snow.
so
live
Potterhead
in Minnie.
and
That's what's
Mac
gonna
were
happen.
both on the Jason Mix Morphology. Morph Mixology. What is it?
Don't
I
worry
don't
about
know.
it. Just keep
It's-
throwing it out there,
It's
baby.
what-
One of the
I always
ones.
get
Whatever
them
you
messed
want it.
up.
That's why it's mixed.
But we had a good time. Jason's a good dude, and we had a great time, and it was fun.
Okay.
fun
Oh, so
to
his
hang.
is live too?
His was live,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
His was live, so we had a really good time, and
Nice.
he's just a good dude, man. I like that guy a lot.
And he makes
Good.
good jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It better have
well,
gristle on
that's
it.
like 50% of how I like people.
Yeah.
You know,
Based
like,
on the
it's like-
jerky they
yeah,
produce.
It's like,
That's-
unlike
yeah,
Lori,
I'm
it's
okay
like,
with that.
Yeah, unlike Lori, I'm like, first question, have you ever made beef jerky?
Let me try it.
And let me
And
try
then
it. Okay,
try
we're
it
going to be
too.
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Totally.
Yeah.
Ryan's been pioneering. He wants to know, where's episode 49? It's never been uploaded to Spotify. Love you guys. Lori's awesome. He's told us this before, and we've assured him it was.
Maybe
well, 49 is it choices, or was it 49?
No, it's got to be
in?
checking in.
Well,
I
yeah,
wonder
no,
if
every
I
single
missed that one.
Oh, maybe it's
I don't know
possible.
if I guess it's
We can
possible.
make a note and
I'll
check.
Yeah, we can check.
We'll give it
but-
a shot.
Either way, it's still on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I'll check. I usually.
But some people like to watch on Spotify. That
agree.
way, they're not using their bandwidth, with
Data.
the video and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So,
Well, isn't
so,
Spotify is just sound,
just
right?
sound right.
Just
That's what I'm saying.
audio.
Yeah,
So
for in the
Spotify is a
car
lot.
and that
Right.
kind
Well,
of
that's what I'm
stuff,
saying
yeah.
is that
Yeah.
he might be
Well-
like, well, I don't want to watch on YouTube because it uses my data,
Yeah.
whereas I can get.
well,
on
sorry,
Spotify.
Ryan, if it is not up there, I'll try to get
Noah
it back
will
up
fix
there.
it.
Thank you. Noah fixes everything.
Our girl,
Factual.
Let Roses Burn. She threw $20 for the sunglass
Oh,
fund.
you?
Nice. What about it?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
getting a blue
blast out.
pair.
Oh my
Our
god.
buddy
Oh,
Silver Cash,
my.
he dropped a 50 banger, said
Oh,
extra
man.
wine and coffee for Lori.
Thank you so
Damn,
much,
thank
man.
you.
Yeah, thank you very
Dude,
much.
that pays for
Cheers
this
to
bottle
you.
right here.
Come on, we gotta get
Thank you
Silver
so
Cash
much, Silver
up for one of the VIP experiences. By the way, obviously we're almost done with the VIP room.
That's true.
So I mean, literally, it's
You're
like
doing
very
it
close.
fast.
yeah,
very
we
fast.
almost crushed it. I mean, really, the only thing that's holding
almost
us up now is that we're doing a little remodel on the New Caledonian wall. As
This
soon as
weekend.
that's done, by early next week, the VIP room will be completely done. We're waiting on couches that should be here, I think, next week.
You already ordered them?
I've already ordered them. They're
course
here
you
next week. We have the arcade, the Pac-Man / 420 games,
Oh my God.
tabletop arcade coming in. We got the
Can I
popcorn
talk
machine already in.
Can I talk about that game?
Yeah,
though?
tell me.
Because so my sister
Yes.
was 8 years older than me, and so
The orthodontist.
exactly while
That's
she
what
was
I
getting her braces done,
Yep.
sometimes they take a while, the
Yeah.
appointments.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the lobby,
In the
they
waiting
had
room.
this Pac-Man
Yep.
game.
Was it the council?
Donkey
Yes,
Go-
it was
yes,
just the same
exactly.
one. Yes.
And let me tell you, it was so much fun as
It's
a kid.
gonna, we're
It's
gonna
gonna
spend
be-
some time
it's
down
gonna
here.
be great.
That's
We're
so
gonna spend
funny
some
you
time
said
down
that
here.
because as soon as he saw
Oh, yeah.
that's all I thought of
Me
too
too.
was the orthodontist. I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
oh,
awesome.
look.
Yep.
So
be awesome.
obviously we'll be offering at least Saturday nights. I don't know that we'll offer any other nights because I don't know that it'll make any sense because we want to include the package
Reptarium and
into
stuff,
the
yeah.
Reptarium. So again, there'll be a package where it'll be. This is what I'm thinking. Tell me if you think I'm out of my mind or something like that.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's. Gonna
I
be,
will.
I think it's going to be $300 up to 6 people. So I don't want it to be per person. It could just be, so it could be $50 a person if you get 6 people together. But I don't want it to be 2 people because if I have 2 people here and then different groups, I think it'll be weird, right? I think it should be one group, $300
Up to 6 people.
up to 6 people. You come at 4:00 on Saturday. You can spend, half hour upstairs if you want in the Reptarium. Then you come downstairs, you hang out, just chit chat, before the podcast.
Half hour before,
then, Yep. And then you get to, the room out there. We'll have some pizza, have some non-alcoholic drinks because we don't want to have people getting drunk and us get in trouble for it. And then you can watch the podcast. After the podcast, we hang out a little bit more, and then you get the last hour and a half or whatever at the Reptarium. So you have a whole night, 4 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Is your VIP experience. With the podcast, hanging out upstairs, and you get some pizza too.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really reasonable price.
Yeah.
And I think that
make sure that people wash their
So-
hands before they touch the Pac-Man.
So if
Yeah,
okay, this works. So if I want to have a Saturday off, I just have to book this package.
Pretty much.
is that what it? So you book the package and then you get what?
I could just hang out with 6 people I want to here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can
do
I
that.
can sell
Totally.
it to you. Yeah. If you want to buy a package,
I don't mind.
You
Yeah.
don't have to sell it to me. I'll
That
sell it
works.
to myself.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
but wait a second. It's our money though. You're gonna have to earn
It's a
some money on your own.
I don't know.
There's no profit there. Wait a second. I don't
Whatever.
know.
I'm buying a day off. Like I'm night off.
So let me know what you guys think in the chat. If I'm out of range, I don't. You know me. I
people
always
love
want to
it.
price things that's reasonable, but at the same time has value.
I don't think so for that amount of time and
No, that's
and
a
the
long
stuff.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No, yeah, I think that'll be good. That'll be fun.
Let me know what you guys think.
Silver Cash came back and
Sheesh,
says,
oh,
"Do you
please.
have a count on what vlog is up by now?" And it's 1622, I think 1622, somewhere around there.
1622 days.
Damn.
Man, that's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy. But it's funny. I saw that.
It only
I wonder
feels
if
like
it's.
2.
I wonder if it's true. Jake Paul said that he vlogged every day for 4.5 years, but I don't know that that's true because I don't
that's
think he's been
lies.
around for 4.5 years on YouTube.
Well, he's been
I
around
just-
for 4.5 years for sure.
Well, no, he's been around, but I'm
But
saying, has he been?
I don't think so
You figure
because
it's been a year and a half since he's vlogged, really, like daily. A year and a half or 2
Yeah.
years.
I know he was crushing it for a while, but was it
Yeah,
4.5
I think
years?
it was more like 2 years, maybe.
that sounds more right to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're
He's
we're at
counting-
4+
He's
years
counting
now.
his Disney Channel days and
Yeah.
Got
Disney
you.
How
Channel
does mom
Flow.
know about that?
Disney Channel
because I
Flow.
had you guys.
That's right, yeah.
Between you and Jade,
Yeah.
Disney Channel was always on.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mythical Toast says, "My sister Destiny is a huge fan, and it's her 22nd birthday. Could you give her a shout out for me?"
Happy
Destiny.
Happy birthday.
Happy 22nd birthday.
Is our
Yeah.
love Destiny?
Today
Yeah,
is
we have a chameleon named
today
Destiny.
is
Did
my
you know?
mom's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Is
Happy
your mom
birthday,
and
Granny.
Destiny is somehow connected.
Yeah, they're birthday buddies.
Birthday buddies. They probably are.
That's
twins.
cute.
Yeah, we have a chameleon named Destiny.
Well,
Yeah,
there you
what's
go.
the-
Look, it's 7 degrees of
6
it's
degrees.
6 degrees.
What
no,
kind
it's
of
7.
chameleon is it?
We do 7.
What kind of chameleon is it?
It's a female nosy bee panther chameleon.
Okay.
Nosy bee.
So it's a little pretty girl.
It's a pretty girl named Destiny.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Happy
it
birthday,
is. That's-
Destiny.
And Destiny is its name.
All right.
Destiny.
V
Moving
Dog.
on.
V Dog said, "Brian, that was an ingenious setup for the Drogo bath. Lori,
cool.
you were on the vlog today, and you were wonderful. No idea why
that's
the
right.
8 a.m. caller would say that."
Yeah, that is true. You were in the vlog, but it was
was
all
the
really,
bath?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
bath. So it was all really
Kosher,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
And
you
the
were-
call
you were
was
not-
before the vlog.
Yeah, and the call was
That
before the
is
vlog.
true.
Yeah,
That
so it
is
was
true.
before the vlog.
So it
yeah.
was just
It was just.
it was
It was
just
a troll.
It was just
man.
an
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Troll,
Which
just a
actually,
troll.
like I said, honestly,
What's that?
it just that kind of shit makes me laugh.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt me at all. It really, I think it's funny as shit.
Yeah, like I said, I used to be bothered by it. You guys know how much it
Like,
used to
what?
affect me,
But I didn't know because I was like, okay, was there something? Was I being like, no, you can't get something on the vlog because people get mad when I say that shit. So
Yeah.
I just didn't
freaking
know.
otters.
No, we're not doing otters.
What?
What?
Wait,
What?
okay, wait a
I think
second.
we've already
Wait,
decided
Wait,
that
wait a second.
Starting upstairs, going to the basement.
Wait,
Yeah.
we are going to go back. I will go through footage when you.
You're gonna go through footage.
I will go through footage to pull it out.
let's see if this
the
happens.
one where you said Drogo will be the only mammal we
Said
ever get.
I said probably.
No,
I said
No,
probably.
no. All right.
His fingers
I'm
were
putting
crossed.
it. I'm putting it in my phone right
It
now.
was a full moon, Lori.
No.
You know that means it's opposite day.
I'm putting it in my notes. and I will go through every freaking
Well, listen.
vlog.
Listen.
And-
Let me just say.
Yep.
That was
Let me
the
just
old
say,
me.
That was, yeah, this is Brian
Nope.
2.0.
Changed, Ma.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be changing your ass back.
This is Brian 2.0
Changing
today.
your address, bro.
This is Brian 2.0.
I'm glad you made this VIP lounge so nice because that's where you're fucking living, you and the otters.
Oh, see, I can get otters.
Got the otters.
Nice.
It worked. It
It
worked.
worked. This is perfect. So this was the deal. I was fine. with
Otters
just-
are gonna be living in the fucking popcorn machine.
That'd be pretty cool, though, honestly.
Oh,
Not a
yeah.
bad idea.
That would be cool.
How high are you? That'd be cool.
I was okay
Hi,
with
how
just,
are you?
I was okay with just Drogo, but Noah, Jay
I don't
the
give a
entertainer,
shit.
and
Either
Jay
one of them say.
Tomsky were all like, "You've got to get otters."
Gotta get
Yeah,
otters.
that
And
was
they
how-
are nothing
Have
in
you-
any
That's
of
how it
our
happened.
decisions.
Have you held an otter?
Noah is part of the business.
I have.
Noah's
We
Noah's
saw
a bar check.
otters at Sequest.
And why don't you love them?
It's not
They're
about
fun.
He
loving
didn't
them.
hold. He didn't. She
It's-
didn't hold.
It's
an otter.
not
If
about.
she held an otter, totally
You
different.
didn't hold an otter. You lied to me then.
Listen,
She
I don't
saw
have
an
to.
changes
otter.
I
the
don't have
experience.
to. No, because you're
Yes, it
never
does.
gonna. If we have an otter, you're not gonna hold it.
Oh no,
That's
we're
not
holding
true.
it. We're holding all
That's-
three of them.
What do you mean, Dad, I, Jay?
Yeah, all three of them we're
Oh my
holding.
god! I literally.
What?
fucking
I don't
kill both
understand
of
why
you.
she doesn't
And,
want us to
like,
hold our otters that
I
we're
know.
gonna
Why
have.
would you want to not hold the otters? That'd be
I'm gonna
mean to
break
the
the
otters.
glass.
Yeah.
No,
Punch you in the
That would be
face.
so mean to the otters to not hold.
It
them.
would. It would be like neglect.
Yeah.
Which is why we're not getting them. Fuck you. Fuck the otter.
Listen, let's put these glasses on.
Yeah, I need
Let's
to
see.
change your mood
Yeah,
like
let's
real
see.
quick.
Let's see how your answer changes.
Next super chat.
Let Rose's bird says, I feel you, Lori. A person needs to earn my respect, and it costs a lot. By the way, you both have my respect.
Oh yeah. Well,
thank
she.
you.
Yeah. Obviously, she.
There's 4 people here. What do you mean you both?
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
you know.
Me and me.
The only one that matters
Okay.
is Lori. That
All right.
Lori's the only one that matters.
All right, Roses.
Brother Clint's in the house. He
Oh,
says,
what's up, brother?
happy to catch you live. He's planning on a box turtle conservation project in
Wow.
Indiana today.
Awesome.
You should come box turtle conservationing with him.
Wow, that sounds
Herpening.
cool, dude. Seriously, send me more info.
Okay.
Text me some info to Clint. I seriously do. And we got to get
Yeah.
him back on. I want him not only we get.
I would like.
out of all the
I
guests,
would like to
be involved with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
I
love
watched
it.
that one.
He's great.
He's
was.
he's the most requested, and this is no diss
Really?
on any other guest that we've had. He's the most requested guest to have back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
by far.
It was
you know.
deep.
I think
man.
we need the battle, though.
Yeah,
the
that's
battle.
the next
We
one.
get Brother Clint on this side, and
a
then
Satanist.
yeah, on the other
Gosh,
side,
No, I don't know. I
or
don't,
like
I
an
don't wanna
occultist
do
or
that.
something.
I don't know.
No, Brother
yeah.
Clint said that he
He's
loves
down.
that.
He wants to
He
do it.
wants it.
He wants to debate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
wonder if we
loves
can get
it.
the guys from the Death Museum. They must be into the
Oh,
occult.
there you go.
That's exactly
dude.
who popped in my head. I was gonna
Yes,
say
you guys
that.
are so right. That's it.
That
All
would
right,
be-
Brother
Oh
Clint.
my gosh.
Get
That
the
would
gloves
be
on.
interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Because they are Satanists over there. No, I don't know if
I
they
don't-
are. I can't say that.
Put big quotes over that because I guarantee they're
But
Satanists.
We could find
yeah.
we could find Satanists. I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're
You know
everywhere.
what I mean?
everywhere.
Like
Yeah.
there's pentagrams on every wall if you look hard enough.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
If you look
And
hard
everywhere-
enough.
It's
It's like the hidden Mickey.
Yeah.
Elf and Show.
Speaking of hidden things, I was talking with Aaron, our trainer, and I want to. Have you talked to him about WandaVision?
We were talking about it today.
It turned
all of
into
the Easter eggs.
Oh my
and the
gosh! It
stuff.
turned into
Yeah.
like I didn't really like the series to now it's like I want to go back and rewatch it.
Well, it's funny because I think I said it to you when we were watching it, and I said as much to him. I knew that
Something
there
else
was
was going
there
on,
was
yeah.
stuff like that going on, but I didn't know enough
Yeah,
about
know
it to catch them. But that was part of what made me keep wanting to watch
What
it.
was going
because I
on? What
knew-
show is
So
this,
this
by
is
the way?
WandaVision. This is a Marvel. It's about
Okay.
Vision. The
Yeah.
Wanda and Vision.
Yeah, and Wanda and Vision is called WandaVision, and it's a real. When you watch this, in particular, the first 2 episodes is very weird.
Actually, 3 were
And
hard.
It almost doesn't make sense watching.
Right.
It doesn't
Okay.
until
Now, but we're on episode 4 and 5 now, and it's starting to make a little more sense.
Yes,
but then
then
when
they
you start to
explain
hear about the Easter eggs, and it makes 100% sense.
So I can
Oh, okay,
explain
okay.
a little bit better. If anyone has watched the Bly Manor series, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Remember the first few
Right, yeah,
episodes
yeah.
were very confusing, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
what is
yeah.
going on?
Yeah, you got to power
And-
through to get
yeah,
to the answers.
and then it starts to make
This
sense
sounds
at
good.
the end of the series.
And similar,
Same
that
thing.
show also had a lot of Easter eggs in it
Yep,
too.
exactly.
yeah.
When
So
there's
it's-
similar
it's-
writers.
I think and again, I'm not surprised because Marvel's
Yes.
so great.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, how did Marvel make such a weird freaking thing? Now it's starting to make sense. And I think what they're doing is setting up future. Because again, you
gotta
had
be.
Quicksilver. Remember I told
Yep.
you Quicksilver showed up?
Yep.
He's an X-Men. And he showed up
But
in
he's
this one.
Wanda's brother.
He's Wanda's brother,
Yeah.
and he's an X-Men. Quicksilver. So it's an interesting series. Anyways, let's move on.
I'm happy with
No one's here to listen to us talk about Marvel.
Maybe they are.
Maybe they are.
Martina threw $5 just for love.
Thank
Hey,
you,
baby.
Martina,
Hey, baby
I'm
girl.
going to put that toward my glass fund.
Wendy says, "Hi, Barchex and Jay. Are there any plans for an Atlanta trip this year or ever? Sending love from the Peach State."
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
No.
we love Atlanta.
I've never been to Georgia.
We don't really have any
Well, you've
plans.
been through Georgia.
But I've never visited.
We don't have really any travel plans
No,
yet.
there's no
It's just too
travel plans.
early just because things are still whatever.
But
Once
Atlanta
we have more definite whatever.
You know what I want to go down? I want to go down. Justin Cabelica's in Atlanta.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
like
Really?
to go down.
I
and-
always wondered where he was.
Yeah,
You
he's
know
down in
what else
Atlanta.
is in Atlanta? Supposedly, I've never been, but
My
I
Aunt
hear
Judy.
I hear some of the best clubbing, like going
Really?
to clubs.
It
and
wouldn't
like
surprise me.
partying.
Atlanta's an awesome town. I mean, it's a beautiful town down there. And
Let's see where I want to go, and Jade says that we have to go is Nashville.
Yeah,
Nashville is huge party. Once everything's back open, like you just go and it's just
Yeah.
like bar after bar after
I think
bar.
it might
It's
even be
all
like that
just
now there.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's probably
it
like
is a
that
lot
now.
more
Yeah, it's
open
probably,
for
Yeah, it's
sure.
probably like
That's why a
that.
lot
I
of
know,
comedians move there too.
My
But I
boy
also wanna go
Morgan
to-
Wallen's been getting in all kinds of trouble.
I don't know who that is. Who's
He's
that?
a country. He's a pretty young
Country
new
artist?
country artist that is a great young guy, but he's just making a bunch of dumb choices.
Well, that's what you
Damn,
guys
he's
do.
got to read the Elvis Manifesto because that's really how you learn how not to make mistakes.
Yeah,
you learn
that's
from
true.
Elvis.
You would think,
That's
but
true.
He made all the mistakes.
But you know, I would
Exactly.
like to go. It's to Savannah, Georgia. It's supposed to be the most haunted city
Really?
in the country.
That's true.
Let's go because I actually want to make a ghost hunting videos in the future, like soon.
So if you,
haven't made
I
one in
think
a while.
if you did ghosts in Savannah and then NOLA, New Orleans,
yeah.
that would be a cool
Oh.
thing, man.
New Orleans. This is the thing. Let me tell you,
would be
Savannah's one thing. Like, I think you got to be careful in New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Because like
Voodoo?
there,
Yeah.
there's just there is like a lot of real like
Yeah.
evil
Machete
like,
killing shit.
just
killing.
I'm
evil
not kidding.
voodoo, like you said, like real witchcraft, whatever shit there. Like you don't want to take that home.
No,
so
I'm
you
good
got to
with
be
that.
careful what you touch. there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know. I guess that stuff's real. I mean, I've never practiced,
No, it
so I
it
don't
is
know.
like there is. There's some that's benign,
There
but
was a
then
great-
there's real deal dark shit you don't want to mess with.
There was a really
So
great
you wanna be
older
careful.
movie called The Serpent in the Rainbow, and it was all about voodoo, and it was a deep one.
That's
It
a
was
really
good
good
one.
title.
I
wanna
remember
watch
that.
Yeah, Serpent in the
That's-
Rainbow.
Yeah,
I
think
love that movie.
A lovely
Yeah.
one that you exposed me to.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I try to do that.
You do.
Simple Man said, "How's the Cayman lizard doing?"
He's doing really good, actually.
Yeah.
To be
Tail grew
totally
back,
honest with you.
nice.
Yeah, his tail's grown back. He hasn't grown a tremendous amount because, oftentimes when they lose their tail, they put a tremendous amount of their energy into growing the tail back and not really growing. So he's finally starting to get like where it's looking good to be able to do.
You know who's growing a stupendous amount?
What's that?
Salt.
Salt has gotten big.
I know
Every
she
time
needs
I
to
see her-
actually slow down. Like
yeah,
I don't
because I'm
want
getting a
her
little
to
worried. I'm getting
overgrow that
I
enclosure.
I thought that we had another year in that enclosure, and we do not have another year. I mean, she will outgrow that enclosure in the next 6-8 months.
I come in almost every single day, and every time I see her, I'm like, she's gotten bigger. She's
Yeah, she's
literally
gotten
gotten
I mean,
bigger.
that's pretty
Giant,
much
yeah.
every weekend at the Reptarium. Like I'm there and she gets out, and I just keep thinking, oh my
Yeah.
God, like she's getting
Yeah,
so
it's
big.
crazy.
Well, alligators get to that size where they just
And then
explode.
they just- right.
They just
And she's
explode.
definitely
at that
big.
size. Pepper too, but we just don't get Pepper out.
Yeah,
but
that's the
Pepper's
thing.
just as big, if
Yeah.
not bigger than Salt. So
and
I
it's
can't
that
imagine.
color thing that we learned.
Yeah, white looks
Right,
bigger.
yeah,
It
white
does.
looks bigger.
larger.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, when you want to look slim, you wear black.
Yeah,
If this
very
was
true.
Choices podcast,
Which is why
I
Jay
would've
wears black every day.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Ryan says, "Thanks, guys. I listen to on my way to work, which is why I listen on Spotify. It makes the 45-minute drive way better. Thanks again."
That's awesome,
Yep.
man. Thank
All
you.
right,
And
BJ.
We'll continue to put it on Spotify. Gotta get
Gotcha,
those
boy.
Spotify downloads up too. Yeah.
They're crushing, honestly.
Are they doing good?
Oh hell yeah,
Oh, good.
we're crushing. But like, obviously we're crushing for us.
Yeah, for
all
us, right, yeah.
I'm sure like there's other podcasts doing like crazy numbers, but
We're not on
definitely.
Rogan level.
Oh no,
Not yet. Who,
No.
who are
but
you talking about?
we are
Who?
doing well.
What's his name?
Joe Rogan's.
Joe Rogan's. I haven't
Rogan's.
heard this guy.
Yeah.
What's
Joe
he do?
Rogan's.
He's
Did he
like
used to have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
prophecy.
He used to have he's like a prophet.
Almost like
and
Socrates or something. He used to talk to people or
Yeah.
argue or something.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
he
know.
does something with like jujitsu or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought
okay.
I thought I heard of him
Dojo.
before when I saw him on YouTube.
Oh,
think he's
how
a
did he not go for Dojo
singer?
Rogan?
I think he goes on stage and sings.
Sings, yeah, he's on Spotify as a singer or
something.
something like that.
Yeah.
Musically.
Music.
Good
Oh
for him.
yes, that's what it is.
That's where I know him
Musically.
from. That's where I know him from.
Musically.
Okay,
right.
Brandon says, "What's up, Barcheck fam and Jay? Much love,
up, baby?
Badass Shades Noah.
Oh, you already know.
Hey man, yeah, you can get your own.
yeah.
It says,
your
"Good
own.
to see Lori as always. I'll catch Noah and Jay Friday for choices."
We'll see you then,
Awesome,
Brandon.
man.
Thank you
Thanks,
for the
Brandon.
support.
Appreciate
Don't
you,
forget
bro.
Future Mood.
Brother Clint said, "Herping not helping."
Oh, he's gonna help
okay,
and
yeah.
And help. He's gonna help you
yeah.
herp.
But
I've
when
helped
do you,
herp
Clint, just text me. I'd love to know more about this because I can't imagine you're doing much with box turtles now.
No, it's winter.
It's winter, and
Especially
he's in
in-
Indiana,
maybe he's
right?
well, that'd be
planning it.
fun.
yeah, that-
catch
yeah.
frozen
I'm
turtles.
not going out in the cold to catch turtles.
You're like busting water. Like,
yeah.
I think there's one under here.
But if you're talking about something in the spring, I'm down, man. I think it'd be
ice
cool.
fishing for turtles.
Plus, we probably have a good, it'd be a good video to.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to film a little bit more out
Outside.
in the wild this year.
I agree.
Maybe collecting some
So much
snacks.
fun.
Yeah.
I know. I gave you that brilliant idea that I hope you go through with.
Which
in the
one's
winter.
that? Tell me that.
Should I tell him? I'll tell him.
Tell him, yeah.
I was just said I think it would be really a good video for you and your channel of you kind of doing what you did in your childhood of like finding garter
I remember,
snakes in
yeah.
the woods or
Oh, I would love
just
to
like
do
your
that.
local reptiles that you can find
Yeah.
here that you did
Yeah.
as a child, which sparked your inspiration for
Yeah.
what you do now.
I think that's a great
Oh my
idea. I
God.
do remember
It's
it.
like Baby Brian episode.
Baby Brian episode.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a series, but
I
at
think
least just a
I can
vlog.
see the whole thing, like
Oh, yeah,
You'll have the
dude.
little intro,
You
and
know.
little
Kids.
baby
Hey,
Brian, like your
Hey,
head just
kids.
on a little kid body.
We'll have those people animate the little Brian next to
Yeah.
you. Come on, little Brian, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
We
it.
got it. We got
Okay,
the
we're
notes.
good. Let's go.
Silver Cash.
He's over it.
Silver Cash said, "It's my mom's birthday also."
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Awesome.
how
Happy
crazy is
birthday.
that,
Everyone's
man?
mother's
Birthday to her.
birthday.
No.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Happy
That is nuts.
birthday.
Scottish Rob says, "Best to you guys."
Hey.
Coppola?
That's
Good
the
choice
wine
of
she's
vino?
drinking.
Coppola. Yes.
Coppola.
It is very good choice.
Well, thank you for the support. We appreciate it, and continue to drink on.
Mike the jeweler guy says, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. Put this toward the Otter Fund. They have the most adorable little tiny
Hey,
hands.
Mike.
How could you not
Shut
want
the
like
hell
five?"
up.
Yes,
Exactly.
small clawed. Asian small clawed. Pull it
Yes.
up. Asian small clawed otters. Let's just
Well, how
Lori,
about,
let's just
you know
look
what?
at this.
Okay,
Lori,
we're gonna
for a
look at
second.
them, but this
Yeah.
is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Mike.
Oh, look at this. Man.
We're
Look
gonna,
at that.
We're gonna get them, and we're gonna send them to Mike, and
look
Mike
at-
is gonna take care
Look at
of
that
them.
face.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep them.
And there's
No.
three, just like
Wow.
our
Mike.
three.
Just like our three, they're
So
about to
start
get.
getting your setup ready, Mike, because they're all
Look at
yours.
Look at that
Look at
Look at the little bean. Look at the little
baby.
jelly beans.
what?
I just want to flick it right in the head.
Oh my God.
That's horrible. They have very
Well,
hard
don't
heads, by
get
the
'em.
way.
Don't
Very
get-
hard heads. You won't hurt them.
You're
Can't
like
be
so
hard.
defensive of them.
Yeah.
No, you won't even hurt them, Lori.
Their heads are very thick.
That's just so hard. Castilla said, "Brian, I want to work at the Reptarium one day, and you don't even have to pay me."
Well, that's my
Perfect.
favorite
That's
employee.
actually how it works out. So
That's
that's
my
perfect.
favorite employee. So yeah, you're hired.
Come on through.
Come on, let's do this.
Don't
man.
say that.
You
They'll
start
be here tomorrow.
Friday.
No. Sometimes it's good to have volunteers. Sometimes it's not. Depends on the person, right? You
Yeah.
know, sometimes when you pay someone, there's a incentive to work, and if you don't pay them, it's like I'm just here to take pictures.
Yeah,
We
and then
do-
you get
We do both.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So there you go.
But with a name like Callista, I mean, that's a beautiful name.
It is a good name.
There's no way
Callista.
that she
Callista.
can't be a good person. Or
Yeah, I
he.
don't know.
I don't
don't know. Let's do it.
Scottish Rob says, "Bring on Mr. Psychotic Exotic Slayers Kerry
Yeah,
King."
you know,
Is that his name? His business?
Yeah,
name?
Psychotic
Psychotic
Exotics.
Exotics.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Todd,
hilarious.
Todd is his manager that runs the place. Yeah, I mean, I just have, honest to God, I've been so busy. I have not reached out to Kerry to see how he's doing and to see if I can get him on. I would love to do that.
Yeah, it's
you
just
know.
That would be
weird.
awesome.
Some people are okay with traveling. A lot of people aren't.
And I know
So-
Kerry's involved in like trying to, start the new band. I'm sure they're in the studio.
Yeah,
there's a
lot.
lot
a
of
new
moving-
band or still Slayer, but new people.
No. Slayer's done.
Okay,
Slayer's
so
done.
he's doing a new band.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think that there's gonna I don't know if like Gary Holt is still going to be involved, but I think there might be some crossover there. But
well, good for him that he's not ready to stop.
No, Kerry didn't want to stop at all. I mean, it was really Tom Areas. He was the one that wanted to quit.
Years ago. Right?
I mean, that's the thing, right? You got to do what makes you happy, and if you've had enough, fine. But if you haven't, then keep going.
Kerry's into it.
So.
When we went a few years ago, I mean, like, not all of them, but there was definitely a couple guys up there that were struggling.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was...
Well, remember when we were back, I think you were with me when we were backstage when Gary Holt came and he, like, didn't even... Like, Gary usually is really social. It was at Freedom Hill. You were with me at Freedom Hill or no?
No, I went to the one in, like, it was around
it was
Columbus.
Ohio. Yeah. No, so the last time I think we saw them... Well, not the last time, but... Anyways, Gary normally is really... like super social, like he hangs out and he's like, yeah, what's up, and he'll hang out all night. And he literally like walked in and he had some kind of like tendonitis or something like that. And you can imagine as a guitar player to have tendonitis. Nope. He walked in, he was in so much pain. He's like, dude, he walked in, he's like, I'm just taking some pain medicine and going to sleep. And so they're getting old. And then Tom, of course, had neck surgery. Probably from all the head banging that he had done because that guy used to whip his head like crazy, and so then he was like kind of stationary and struggling, and I think he was just ready to retire, But Kerry's always been like the guy, that wants to keep going, and he's so talented,
rock star forever.
Yeah, Kerry is the quintessential rock star, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looks like it, he acts like it, he has this. If you think of a rock star, Kerry King is a rock star, and so I hope we can have him on talk about it, really reptiles, because the thing about Kerry is that every time I've ever hung out with Kerry at a show, all he wants to talk about is snakes. Well, yeah, because he's so used to just talking about stupid music, when he's on the road. It's kind of like us when we're at a snake show. All we do is talk snakes. So when someone comes and talks something different, you're almost like, this is refreshing, And so he just can't wait to pull me aside and start showing me all these pictures of his carpet pythons and stuff. But I know Kerry's a little weird about interviews. He's always been really weird about doing those. So I don't know for sure that we could get him on, but I can give it a shot.
Sure. Sweet.
I wonder if you just like,
especially if you just
try to not
say it. Listen,
it.
this is I want you to be on my reptile podcast. Like, this is reptile oriented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't even talk to him about Slayer, to be honest with you, because I don't think he'd want to even talk about that.
And I think he kind of knows that about you, and especially if you put it out there to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I want to talk about.
Well, we could talk about
reptiles,
the thing I love the thing I love the most about Kerry, the history, is the fact that you've got this guy that is probably in the most. I mean, I don't think Kerry's a Satanist at all, right? I think he just plays it on stage, right, in his music. But probably the most satanic big band of ever, right?
Modern,
you know what I mean? Their logo is a pentagram and something like that. And yet his best friend was Lloyd Lemke, the biggest Bible thumper you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? And they were like pals. I mean, like Lloyd was his mentor until he died. You know what I mean? And I've always found that I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for some of those conversations that Lloyd because my understanding was they talked almost every day. And here you got. I mean, I've spent a lot of time. Unfortunately, Lloyd passed away. 15 years ago. He was one of the biggest snake breeders in the world before he passed away. And I talked to Lloyd just a couple days before he died of brain cancer, and he never once complained about anything. Never complained about the cancer. Never complained about anything. But boy, that guy would talk about God. Him and brother Clint would get along real well because
it's a good way to live.
Yeah, he was a good dude, man.
And I think that's a thing that is another good thing to take is to try to really tap into the positivity instead of the negativity. You know
of course, because especially with someone with brain cancer, they have all the right to bitch.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Like, like the end is there. Like, you know what it's going to be. And instead of dwelling on that, dwell on the good.
Well,
and
I always think it's amazing. I mean, it's like, look at
Screech,
for instance. Screech just died. No one knew until a week before. Obviously, David Bowie. Look at David Bowie. I mean, no one ever knew.
The Black Panther guy.
Yeah, the Black Panther guy.
Exactly.
Because I think about those. I have so much respect for those guys.
I kind of feel like that, too. I think I would kind of keep all that
I would be the biggest bitch.
I know.
Guys, you'll never believe what happened to me.
I mean, every title of every vlog would be, I got the cancer.
Oh shit, dude!
I'm dying.
Please help me.
We know.
I would literally be at the fucking grocery store buying stuff.
So bad.
And I'd be like, you won't even believe this shit.
I got cancer.
I got the cancer.
I got the cancer.
I picked up the
bad.
cancer. You know I would be, though.
No,
I'd be a
that's
bitch.
bad.
I would be a bitch because I complain about everything.
Well,
I would
guess
be-
what though? At this point,
wanna talk.
if you go ahead.
let's hope.
I was like, you could make a choice not to be, but go ahead. No.
I'm trying. Well, let's hope I don't ever have to make that choice.
I was gonna say if I had cancer, because since we're talking about a cancer we're gonna have, I think I would be like even more outgoing.
Really?
Like, 'cause,
you're like, fuck
uh,
it, right?
Yeah, I would be doing everything.
Like the bucket list.
Like
the
no
movie bucket
consequence.
You're
list.
right.
Yeah.
Like I would, because I already want to go skydiving, and
Yeah.
it just got canceled from just unfortunate.
Well, you guys
events.
got to stop going in October.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
the worst-
Grammy's fault. It's,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
she's got to go in like summertime.
So I'm
Yeah.
skydive. Like I'm doing a bunch of squirrel suiting because I would
Ooh,
never
yeah.
squirrel suit
Squirrel
without
suit?
cancer.
Wait, what
That's-
is
yeah.
squirrel suit?
It's the one where you
You
have
wear
the
a squirrel
wingsuit.
Yeah, it's the one
And
that
you
you
jump
die,
off.
Skin
you
a squirrel
die,
and
Wait,
you wear
you
their
die more
skin?
than any time.
No, so you wear a wingsuit and you
Yeah.
jump off of a mountain, and it's
With no parachute.
no. Well,
Well, you have a parachute
Yeah, you
at
have
the
a
end.
parachute.
Yeah.
But you can fly
but
for
you're
like
winging.
Yeah, you can fly for like a half hour.
Just
Yeah,
and
you're literally flying. You're
yeah.
just
that'd be
Why?
fucking-
Why do you want to do that?
Well, only if I have the cans. Well,
because at that point, if I die, it don't matter.
if I
Like,
die, at least I'm not just
going out the
rotting.
right- yeah, you're going
I'm
out the right-
going
right
out
way,
like
yeah.
a savage.
Yeah.
Like that would be an amazing. I might even actually purposely kill myself
Yeah.
doing that.
Have you ever seen the video of
That
the
would be
guy
awesome.
At
that
least you're
winged-
going out in your own terms.
Have you
versus-
guys ever
Yeah.
seen the video of
I
the
get
guy
that.
that?
That'd be
Now you got to
awesome.
remember these guys are going 100
Hundreds.
miles an hour or whatever, right? And the guy that goes through the hole in like
Oh,
the
the
arches,
netting?
or
Yes.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
It's
You
like
know,
a rock fixture, right?
Yeah, yep. And I mean,
Threads the
literally,
needle, yeah.
like literally, that is, and it's only like a 20 foot by 20 foot. And this guy, I
Yeah.
mean, like he's like a quarter mile away, and next thing he's through it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you did not hit that perfectly,
Yeah.
you just were
You're splat.
you were like a bug on your windshield.
Yep.
You know, so you could do that.
Exactly.
And then if it doesn't work, you know, well,
Whatever. At least I
it's
didn't
done,
have to
yeah.
suffer.
Exactly. No, I like the way you're thinking.
Thank you.
Those glasses are making you smart.
Yeah, I'm sure you're getting smart glasses.
Smart glass.
Simple Man says, "What's the oldest tortoise you've ever seen in person?" Probably the ones in Dakota,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Dakota.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How
We're in South Dakota.
How old were those?
They were like 118. I
It's
think.
not
How
more.
was the old? What was the one?
I think
we
they were
saw
older
in
than
China?
that too.
That one
Yeah, the
was
one in
pretty
China
big.
was old too. That was it's over 100 too.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
yeah,
that's
we
definitely
were
the
at
oldest
we're
one
at
I've
the,
seen. But it was huge.
Yeah, we were at the Beijing Zoo.
Was
and,
it-
He was amazing. What was his name too? He had a cool name.
Gosh, I can't remember.
Was it bigger than the one?
It was not bigger then,
Because-
but I think it was older. I think it was actually
Volkswagen
older.
Beetles, dude.
But yeah, the ones at
Oh,
Reptile
it was
Gardens,
amazing. Yeah.
the ones at
Yeah.
Reptile Gardens were monster. I mean,
I've
they
never
were
seen
Yeah.
anything like that.
monster.
It
It's
was
just-
a dinosaur.
Mom.
It's just amazing.
It was like almost
the
this
cart-
big,
like
yeah.
almost,
Yeah, the
it was
width
like
of the
loaded.
table.
Like it was so cool. Just like, oh my god, this thing.
Well,
is
Matilda will
amazing.
get there one day.
Yeah,
we just got.
We
I
won't
hope
be
I
there.
live to
Yeah.
see it. That's the thing.
No, she'll grow. Usually I mean, they won't get obviously 100 years. They're going to be much bigger
But
than
speed
they are now.
ramp it.
But I bet you by the time she's 10
Growth
years,
hormone.
I bet you in 10 years she'll be
Very
350
impressive.
pounds.
Yeah.
Whoa! You think?
Yeah, in 10 years
That's
she'll
cool.
be 350.
Because-
Because normally they reach sexual maturity, which is 300 plus pounds at 25.
Oh, okay.
And she's 16 now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I think in 9-10 years she'll be 300 plus pounds
Do
if we
really-
keep feeding her well.
Yeah, we got to feed her. We got.
But you don't want to overfeed her either
Yeah.
because, you know, that's a
course.
problem with tortoises as well. Some people overfeed
really?
them. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can actually see that in their neck they'll get fat. And Matilda's still very lean
Yeah.
and looks good. So we got to keep her
She's a
lean
fighter.
but growing.
Fed enough, right?
Yeah.
With that gait, it keeps it easy.
Silver Cat's back.
Silver Cash is back. He
Welcome
says,
back.
"I live in Lower Alabama. We have a
wow.
little zoo that could. It was it was on Animal Planet a while back, and def enjoy when y'all use Boston accent. hey,
Alabama.
Should be
Alabama.
fenced off.
Wow,
Let's talk about Alabama.
Alabama was
Alabama
everything. Was everything.
Alabama
Rock
is about
pythons.
to pass legislation. So listen, Silver Cash.
Oh my God! what's going
Alabama
on?
is about to pass legislation that will outlaw all the big snakes, anything non-venomous, or I'm sorry, anything that's venomous that's not native, and all tegus and iguanas and stuff like that.
And 201
And
species
201
of salamander.
species of salamander.
And it's not
So-
only it prohibits.
Yeah, you can't even keep them. You can't.
Yeah,
even keep, you can't.
It says
ship
illegal
'em.
to possess, sell, offer, sale, import, bring, release, or etc.
Yeah, so you can't even keep them. Like if you keep them, it's illegal.
even
So,
look at 'em.
So
what's
get on
going on
shit.
that? Why is there this like vendetta out for reptiles across
So
our
this
country
is the
right
deal.
now?
It's PETA.
Yeah, what it is it's it's PETA, it's HSUS, it's
Yep.
defenders.org, it's all. So what it is there's always been an anti-pet movement in the world, and it's always been this battle. Now they have two feathers in their cap.
Okay.
One is the invasive issues that's happening in Florida. So now they're using that as, oh my gosh, we're in Alabama. They
This
can
can
be
happen
invasive
everywhere.
here.
Yeah.
Now we got to get rid of blah, blah. The other thing is COVID. COVID was brought by an animal, probably a bat. And now they're saying that reptiles could potentially
Have
spread
pathogens.
pathogens
Oh,
like
come on,
COVID,
come
and that
on.
the next pandemic
This
could come
is-
from reptiles.
Shut the hell up.
That's serious. That's
There's
what,
no-
but that's what
well,
they're
and
using
this is what
as,
we have
as
to
the platform.
fight because there's
Right.
never been a transfer thing from
Well, there has
reptiles.
not been, but they're using that, and people are so freaked out about the pandemic
fear-mongering,
now
yeah.
Oh
that
no!
people are like,
You
"Oh
can
my
get
God,
people,
what I can get?"
right? You say
you know.
something, right, and it doesn't even have to be truth, but then one person says it and everybody believes
So
it.
silver
you know?
cat.
It's weird
careful.
because Jay and I were talking about this yesterday. That's like the first time our country's ever been proactive, but it's like not really using the right ways of
Well,
doing
what it
it.
is, it's an agenda that is being pushed for the wrong reason, right? It's not actually like, hey, we want to protect our population at potential pathogens. It's like, hey, wait a second, we want to outlaw pets, and
This is
guess
a
what?
good way we
can
can
do
do
this
it,
because the
yep.
public is going to be on our side
Yep.
if we push this negative agenda.
It's
right?
typical
False
politics.
flagging, yeah.
Yeah,
Typical
so-
politics.
so,
how they do
um,
shit.
So yeah,
So yeah, fight the good fight, people.
yes.
You'll see. It'll be out on the vlog soon.
Yeah, we're working on a vlog. Which, by the way, Jay, if you don't mind,
Anything
can that
you
be the next one we edit?
Yeah, you want me to edit that tomorrow or tonight?
No, whatever your
Okay.
next edit is.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
it
yeah.
Right now.
Yeah,
All right,
if-
guys. I gotta leave the podcast. I gotta go edit the vlog.
No. If you could keep
I agree, though.
podcasting and edit it,
Unfortunately,
by
it's
the
impossible.
by the end,
A brick
by,
You
by
can
the
do
end.
it.
I need
Multitask.
give me your computer. We can make this happen.
Let's do this right now. When you came on, you told me you could do anything.
Yeah, and I'll do it. I swear.
I can with these
Don't
glasses.
put me in the water and hole.
Yeah, don't put me in the trickling hole, sir. Leverose Bird said, "Sorry, Noah and Jay, did not mean to exclude you guys. Let's just say you're still working on it."
Oh wow!
She got it, she got it,
Burn,
yeah.
girl, to burn.
That's
All
right.
right,
One
I
day
agree.
she might make you a little
I know.
bananas.
I need
Speaking
my,
of which, bananas merch is coming back out.
Bella
yeah. When is
Banana.
that dropping?
I don't know when it's dropping. I'm getting
Oh,
mixed info
okay.
because I swear Steph might have posted something like that it was live or something. I don't even know
Yeah,
what.
because I've heard
what's
a
going
few
on.
people say like, "Where can I buy it?"
Yeah, so I thought that we're going to drop next week, but maybe it dropped earlier and I didn't know. I don't know. I'm so far behind on so many things. I'm still pushing the damn Valentine cards. You know what I'm saying?
It's Valentine's Day.
I'm
Yeah, I know.
pushing Valentine's. I don't want to push too much merch.
Did you send them to me?
Not yet, but
It's
it's
not even Valentine's Day, Mom.
Come on.
Why do you want
Don't
your
you
cards
just
early?
order them and then they send on Valentine's Day?
I think it's e-cards.
I think
though.
you can send them anytime, and I was going to wait.
They're not physical.
He's like, and I told him
All right.
forgot.
I saw.
to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
I know.
I saw a physical card.
Listen,
Didn't
I
you
buy
make a physical card?
No,
I buy you flowers every week.
it's true.
Every week, Lori, Michael.
And that's
'Cause I
Dad.
told you
Listen,
to.
wait,
Middle
yeah,
name.
but I'm doing it.
wait, listen. You can't do that. I did that in my last relationship,
And it
and look at where it
backfired.
fucking got me.
Yeah. What
Word
happens?
from the wise.
And I
Let's say-
lost
let's
hundreds
say-
of dollars.
Yeah.
But look at these sunglasses I got.
Yeah. I could have bought a lot of
Things are
sunglasses.
looking
Yeah.
up.
Exactly.
Yeah, because what happens is when you buy every week and then you skip a week, then you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't buy them every week. Come on.
Well, I do.
Once
I buy
a month.
them every week. I buy them every week.
Well, I guess you're married for 50 years.
Yeah.
You can do whatever
I
you
earned
want.
those fucking flowers.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
shut the fuck
You're
up,
right.
Noah.
You're right.
I actually enjoy it because I get to go into the flower shop. It reminds me a little
I
bit
like the
like I'm
flower
buying for a funeral. I'm usually walking up like
You're like, this might be mine.
It kind of is. It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, like most people in
It's
there
a
are like,
gift and a
can I,
funeral."
can I get that for Uncle Jody or whatever? But
Dead Uncle Jody.
yeah, whatever.
Uncle
But,
Jody.
Uncle Jody. I don't know where that came from. But anyways,
It's 2021.
but now
It
they're
happens.
getting to know me. Now they're ever like, oh hi Brian. Now they know me. So
But
good.
it's something. I wonder what it is about flowers because it gives you
Life.
something.
It's life.
Yeah.
When you're
They smell so
when you
good.
walk in there, exactly. There's the smell there, but it's
Makes
like
me happy.
enriching your soul when you
But then you
have the
wonder.
flowers.
You wonder a little bit though. I've been struggling with not with the flowers, but I do struggle with some of these things. Like if all life is like connected, and then we're like chopping this fucking thing off just because we want to put it in a vase, and then they're dying out. Like we're enjoying watching them die for 12 days. It's a little sadistic.
All right, you're
you know?
getting a little
Yeah.
too vegan for me.
I see that. I see
I
that.
just feel like they have
But
feelings.
this is the thing: they only have so much life anyways.
I was
It's
about
not
to
like
say
they
that.
just live
Yeah.
forever until you
what I was
cut
Yeah.
them.
That's a
No, I
good
guess
good
that's-
argument to
that's-
that.
That's what I was
That's
gonna say.
valid.
And I wouldn't even have thought of that.
That's
a good one.
valid. Okay, well I'll keep buying them.
All right, Mike.
I was looking for an excuse.
Yeah, you're like, honestly, isn't it just decrepit to watch him
Oh,
die?
I was going to
got
keep buying
this.
them, but I was going to keep buying them, but it's just wrong.
I think that's the flower's purpose.
Yeah,
Is not only to die, but to like,
bring happiness.
Yes,
Bring
that's the
happiness.
purpose, is to make us enjoy it. Like
Yeah, just like in our yard, like you have in the last couple years enjoyed our backyard
Yeah.
with the flowers and stuff that I plant.
Yeah,
and the
it's
same
beautiful.
thing, they all have seasons. They come, they bloom, you enjoy them. The next ones come.
Flowers are like seasons.
They die.
guess what we saw yesterday, Jay and I.
Can't
What?
imagine.
We were
Ice,
driving
water.
to.
You're actually spot on.
Well, we were driving to the port that we were going to go enjoy. There were frozen sunflowers, like
my gosh, that's
full-grown sunflowers, just frozen.
Really?
That's
Yeah, like they
wild.
like almost like it froze before it died.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Wow.
I've never seen that before. Usually,
I've
there's
never seen
dead.
that. Yeah,
before.
yeah, that's wild.
So that was cool.
You know what I saw, you know, I mean, obviously every night I do a sauna, I look out. It's weird that rose lattice is still green.
Right?
You know, like there's still green leaves on the rose
I haven't
lattice.
noticed that.
Yeah, they're all still green leaves on the rose garden or rose
I'll have
lattice.
to
I
look
would
at
thought
that.
they all died. But yeah, no, it's still green
Well,
leaves.
listen,
It is
that
fucking
plant-
cold outside.
Let me tell
Yeah,
you,
global
that
warming.
plant was your
Brutal.
grandma's.
I know it's got
It's
life.
been there.
It's got
It's
life.
been there, and I've chopped that down many times to like literally the ground, and it grows.
Yeah, for those of you
back,
guys don't
like-
know, we built a house on my grandma's property. So,
Yeah.
I can.
So
When I
they've
go
been
out in
there
the
a long
backyard, I still see my grandma's, stuff,
Roses,
which
that's
is cool.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
no,
awesome.
all
There's
the
a few
roses I
things.
have, except for the ones around the pond, were her original ones. Yeah.
There's like
Yeah, it's
some cement creations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
there's
some of her.
yeah, yeah.
It's not my favorite. Like I would never have these cement statues, but they were hers. So it's like,
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Just
Reminiscent,
To
yeah.
commemorate her
Yeah.
life. So that's cool.
Badass.
Yeah.
Mike, the jeweler guy, says, yeah, you got to hit Broadway in Nashville and the Titty Bars in Atlanta.
Whoa.
Two really fun places. Also, I
Two
can
really fun
shoot
places.
you
different.
addresses for some old Georgia chems by
cemeteries.
Oh,
Probably.
cemeteries.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be
Okay.
cool, Mike. Do that, man. Do
Yeah.
that. And while
Brian's
you're at it,
always
get the
loved cemeteries.
the addresses for those titty bars. Too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, just no, I'm joking.
You're gonna get hit. Oh my god, a coin.
This reminds me
Don't
of the
do
movie
it.
last night. Yeah,
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Coins,
Yeah.
I'll kill your ass.
No, you guys, you know that, Lori. That I
know.
No
even when
titty
even
bars.
if I was single, I wouldn't go to a titty bar.
Yeah, I have never
just
been.
because
It
I
wasn't
don't.
your
I just
thing, I
Not
know.
my thing either.
I just,
It's demeaning.
well, I think it's
not that.
all kinds of things. It's number one, those lovely ladies
Yes.
that work at the titty bars do not
care about you
yeah,
at all.
They think you're a piece of. they look at you just for money, and they don't give a crap. So I feel
shit.
feel
They're
bad
car
for the
salesmen.
I feel bad for the patrons.
Right,
like,
they're getting
gosh,
used,
You're
right?
going there and you're like, you think that she actually cares?
Yeah.
She just wants your $20.
No, a
you know?
lot of them are like, oh, she really likes me because she comes to me every time.
Scarlet.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love
And
Scarlet.
they're like, oh, you want another day?
Yeah, it's like the topless Tuesdays at the Hotspot Coffee thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Every time
Yeah,
I go
you
in
and
there,
Jay
you know.
hit
Yeah,
that
I
up,
heard.
yeah.
I heard about that. You seen that on your computer, Lori? Is that what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that?
Jay's using my laptop to make the labels. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? He's like, oh,
And it was just like
Noah.
Raven
And
or
I was
whatever
like,
her name
oh,
is.
Not me.
It was all Jay.
He said him
It was all
and you.
Jay.
I even have that Jay to back me up.
It was all Jay.
He said me and Noah are talking about going down.
Yeah, he's like, well, if it's with her son, it's fine.
He's
Right.
lying.
For those of you guys don't know,
bastard.
there's a coffee place called the Hotspot that like
Yeah.
scantily clad women.
Yeah, they're not
serve
naked, but
serve
they wear lingerie
But
pretty
apparently
much.
there's a topless Tuesday. I don't know. Are they very topless?
We
Or
don't
they-
know what's
We
topless.
don't know.
I think the
and then there's
coffee's
bottomless
topless.
Thursday.
No, because there's a bottomless one, but we think it's bottomless bottomless coffee.
Yeah,
so
so
you
it just
just-
falls out
yeah,
when you
I'm
pour it. It doesn't make
sorry,
sense.
but ew. Like you're gonna go to bottomless. So, like,
You just want to see some.
yeah.
You know, there's just a bunch of like 65, 80-year-old men.
I just like to smell
sitting
it
down
here,
like-
you know.
Just want like black coffee.
He says he likes the smell.
What? Oh, I'm not going to go
Smells
there.
like yeast.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Soulless Honky says, "I will be the devil for that, or Kerry King."
There you go. Like it.
Thank you
James-
for coming back.
James says, "Hello to my favorite online family, especially you, Drogo.
Ooh, Drogo.
Got a hip-
Go, Drogo.
Got a hypo?
Got a hypo.
That's what it is. Got a hypo? If you could go back to any century, what would it be?
You know what? I
300 BC. I'm going to 300
There's
BC.
no.
I think I'm good where I'm at.
I wouldn't want to even go back to the 20th, first century.
yeah.
I want to be where I'm at now.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think I'd want to go back far. But,
Decades,
like,
maybe.
I would, yeah, exactly. Like, honestly,
Yeah, 60s.
I
would
would
be
probably
Yeah.
like to go like to maybe the Roaring 20s.
Well,
I
you
think
know, a
that
lot of
would be a
people.
good
A
one.
lot of
So
people
bad.
say. A lot of people say we're about to enter the
Are you-
Roaring 20s.
This
Wait
is
a
the
minute.
boring 20s.
Are you staying a woman in the Roaring 20s or are you
Yeah.
changing the male?
You might want to think again.
The fuck are you doing?
Yeah, the 20s.
I mean,
You have no
got-
rights.
you
20s
got-
is when the
but
girls
you got
started
the
coming up, though.
flappers,
Yeah.
exactly. You the stuff like-
flappers, so it's fine.
We got topless Tuesdays down the
yeah.
street.
That's it.
No, I think that's kind of when stuff was starting to turn good and
Yeah.
That was the woman movement. Was the 20s. you know?
Listen,
Yeah,
like-
it started-
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
They came out of the kitchen.
Everyone said,
I don't.
yeah.
Wait, so
this is the thing.
Sizzle
Like,
that.
I'm sorry. Like,
oh yeah.
I am a woman and I appreciate whatever I get, but I'm not a feminist by any means.
No.
So like that kind of shit
We aren't either.
mostly irks me more than
think,
like whatever. So
I think,
we'll
yeah,
just leave it
but I
there.
think the
I'm a
20s and
feminist.
50s
Yeah.
and maybe the 60s to some extent. 60s would be a little scary for me though, because you know just
Why so?
drugs. And
yeah,
just
I'm
all
not
that
much of a
crazy,
hippie
you know,
when
like-
it comes to all
I'm
that
a,
kind of
I'm
stuff.
a little bit
so.
of a hippie by heart, in my heart.
No, you're not.
But I don't.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's
What do you
a
mean?
He's a non-user.
He's the medic.
hippie.
He's the medic at the hippie festival.
Yeah.
He's the one that comes up and is like, "Oh, Joey's he's foaming at the mouth now.
don't
Got to get him
be
to
that
the
guy.
to the nurse."
No, that's
that guy.
what do you mean? That is totally dead.
Someone's got to clean the latrines at the festivals.
yeah,
festival.
Dad's been dying for that.
It was Taco
I've been waiting
Tuesday.
my whole life
And I
to do that.
would. Okay, this sounds crazy, but at least in the mood I'm not in now with these glasses,
Glasses.
I want to be in 300 BC
Whoa.
as a Spartan warrior.
Spartan. Oh,
like I want to fight
That's
battles with
scary
swords
shit.
and
That's, yeah, you die
Like-
all the time. Yeah, you just die.
tie all the time, just once. But
Just once.
Yeah,
No,
just
they keep
once.
Going, they keep going.
Constantly, continuous.
but how cool would that be to be a
Not
part
at
of the
all.
army of 300?
No way. I wouldn't
And then
want
you
to at
guys-
all.
He goes, "No
You
way."
all form that shield that's blocking all the arrows and stuff.
I have a feeling that in real life it probably didn't feel so good. You know, it probably wasn't
Probably
like, this is
hurt.
awesome.
It probably hurt a lot.
Yeah, it's like, man, it smelled. I haven't had a shower in 18, haven't
Ever.
ever
10
10
years.
years.
There wasn't
Yeah.
a shower,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but you're fighting for your
Persians.
women.
You smelled like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And when
sure
you
it
come
did.
back from battle victorious, I mean,
And your
The
girlfriend
women were
cheated
just
on you.
falling on you.
Yeah, yeah. Your girlfriend cheated you when you were overseas, and you're like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit."
Downside is you
Tenacious,
come
gotta
back
be.
and all your women have been raped
Yeah,
by
no.
the Vikings.
Yeah.
no,
That's what
because we
happens.
just won the war.
They got the wrong people though.
What the fuck?
Someone
are you
else came in
talking
the other
about?
way.
Yeah, came in the
Vikings
back. They
weren't
came in
even
the back door.
around then.
They were, dude.
Yeah, I think
Were
they
they?
were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Vikings?
that's pretty cool.
I don't know
though.
what century the Vikings
It's
were in.
at
but they
300
were-
BC.
I have
might
no
be a little
idea.
low.
I don't know.
Yeah,
idea.
I don't
time
know
ago.
if they were.
Point
I
is,
don't think-
I wouldn't want to live without cable.
This is a really dumb conversation.
All I'm saying, you guys are
talk about
ruining my
cable.
fun. I just want to kill people.
Did they have
with
cable
swords.
back then? Did they have Discovery Plus?
No, you had life. You had life. You had to go grow crops and
Yeah,
fucking.
Dad's not into any
He's
of
like,
that.
"You mean they don't got DoorDash?
You know what I mean?
I'm a Grubhub at least. Well, what you got going
Come on,
on over there?
HelloFresh."
Bake bread and
Yeah,
shit.
no HelloFresh or Raycons. no Raycon.
There's not even any future moods back then.
Oh man, this sounds horrible. I gotta get my Raycons
Yeah, no,
before I
that's
do that.
none
man.
of that. None of that is appealing to Dad at all.
You guys are no fun.
No, I'm a glamper. right?
You're not even a glamper.
I
You
would
don't
glamp. I would
You
glamp.
wouldn't even glamp, right? You guys did.
Yeah.
You did on your trip. Like you drove the RV and then you stayed at a hotel.
That's glamping.
like that.
That's sleeping in a hotel.
Not glamping.
Driving an
That
RV
is- that's
around.
his
That's
glamping.
even higher than glamping.
Yeah,
That's one step.
That's
beyond glamping.
asinine because
That's
I'm
2 steps.
driving the bus. I'm supposed to be sleeping.
because a step higher than glamping
the
is having a
hotel.
cabin.
Yeah. See, so I slept in very. I slept in
Warm
very
beds.
Comfy
rudimentary.
beds.
I slept in a lot of very rudimentary shed-like shanties in Africa.
So you did your time.
And
is what you're saying.
I'm paroled for time served.
with everything.
I've done it.
With
Well,
everything.
even in our early days, we talked about when in our young days of traveling and doing reptile shows, like we were the cheapest motel rooms you
Oh
could
yeah,
find.
yeah. There were some
like-
bad ones. Yeah, there were
get-
some bad
So
ones.
we earned the point that we're at now.
Yeah, like
as
I'm
far
like
as having nice rooms
yeah,
because
if I can't
like we've
afford
been
a
there.
$120 room, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
going.
slept in our $20 rooms.
Yeah, we
enough.
slept in plenty 1999 rooms.
I'm going to tell you the worst room I ever slept in though was when Kathy and I
in
drove to
Cle-
Hamburg.
was it Hamburg?
And then on the way back, broke down
Yeah.
in whatever podunk town in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. I swear, I literally, her and I both thought we were going to get raped and killed.
Oh my god.
Because it was
It's a
like
great
the most
feeling.
ghetto thing. No, so bad to the point like we got in the room and it was so sketch and so scary. There was a chair. I wedged the chair under the door knob because that's what it had, and like neither one of us hardly slept because we just couldn't, waiting for someone to break through the door because it was like the scariest thing ever. We
That's
just laid in
terrifying.
bed talking to each other about all kinds of shit. Like it was literally this most sketch thing ever.
So that's why I don't like camping.
Tag Exotic says, how come
So-
the Barney Ball wasn't featured in the 97 favorite new snakes video, Love from Romania?
You know, the truth is that there was a few hundred snakes I could have featured, and I just didn't get all of them, you know. And even that video ran really long, you know.
Yeah,
So we I mean that's it. It wasn't that I didn't like those.
If you
or
talk
anything
about
like that,
Brian
but-
and favorites, like the list
Yeah.
never ends.
And
yeah,
also
I mean, we
you-
just kind of picked we didn't want to do a lot of ball pythons.
Yeah.
we wanted to do a lot of other snakes because we talk about ball pythons so much that we wanted to have a little bit of a more mixture of all kinds of
I
different.
think
stuff.
the Barney Ball was a little like underwhelming.
It was
too, right?
underwhelming,
So it's
too,
like
yeah.
it didn't hit our brain as like, hey, let's grab that.
Yeah,
If it was what we
wasn't-
thought it was,
exactly.
Yeah, if it was if it was a purple snake
would've
like I
seen it,
hoped it was going to be,
guaranteed.
and one day we'll make that purple snake. I mean, we're
And I
going to
think
get
soon.
there. I think that you know, it's like I liken it to Elon Musk's space adventures, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you got to fail every now and then to learn which way to go.
Well, no,
You're
and
so
with
right. He
fails a
genetics,
lot.
that's
Yeah.
the whole thing. You don't know, right?
No.
You guess by what it is, what
Yeah.
it'll look like.
By all-
but there's so
yeah.
many surprises as far as
Well-
what
Yeah.
two genes do.
Yeah,
so.
right. Because by all accounts, if you took a really dark ball python like a camo and you mixed it into a banana that typically the dark is purple, you would think that it would be purple. It turns out that the dark
not.
it wasn't. It wasn't purple.
It was the orange,
It was like more orangey. So who knows? But now we can get into black pastel, blackhead, whatever the case may be, and start darkening that gene up. And I think that we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I think there might even be something with the Lori cinnamon. That
Yeah, it's
could,
possible,
With
yeah.
Lori cinnamon blackhead.
Yeah, because
something.
we have the banana Lori cinnamons that are like super purple.
we take that yellow out.
Yeah,
That's
you take
a real
the yellow
purple.
and it's got a purple.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Berm donor Python says the
Ooh.
berm that was ovulating is now in shed, and he's so
Nice. So you're you're
Good for you.
40 days away or so from eggs. That is gosh.
I think that was the guy that said that
Yep.
it was
Yeah.
giant,
yeah,
right?
giant ovulation. Yeah. I just miss I do miss breeding big snakes. I'm not going to. But
I don't. We've had enough.
Don't you
experience.
remember Lucy's?
We can just go.
that was awesome.
That was
Well,
no,
this-
it wasn't.
this is the
it was
thing.
stressful.
This is the thing, Noah. Way before you were even around, like we had huge quantities of these Burmese
Yeah,
and
huge,
big things. We used to have. I mean, what was our biggest year, clutch wise, in
gosh.
Burms?
Numbers?
Yeah,
We had like 40 something clutches.
Yeah,
we had like 40 something Burmese clutches.
40 something
Couple
clutches of Burms.
Oh,
Each
40 to
clutch,
50 eggs a clutch. Yeah.
Exactly, and some of our biggest ones were like 100.
Yeah, we had
eggs.
98 eggs was our largest clutch from Cleo.
So,
Jesus.
So we've had our fair share of these. Like we're good. We don't need to keep.
Well, I miss it just because they're such dinosaur eggs, man.
Yeah,
You know? I mean,
that is
oh,
cool. Like
you
I
know?
mean, when the egg is this big and the babies are that big,
it's just,
but
it's fun.
it's
But
just-
it's probably nothing. I I
We
don't
got to
expect to do
have-
it before.
We got to have
Anymore.
awesome experiences that most people never will have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's keep creating more.
Let's
Like,
create more experiences.
Like birds. Let's get into birds next.
No.
I'm glad
No
we're on the
birds,
same page.
no
with
birds,
that.
no
I
monkeys.
wanna visit your boy back down in Florida that bred the emus here again.
Oh, yeah, Jeff Schrock.
Yes, because when we went there last, I was telling Jay about the experience where he made me grab
Oh, yeah.
and he was like jumping.
Yeah.
And, like,
I just want to see that really bad.
it was crazy. Like I just
Jay, pull this shit up real quick.
Is it the one of the emu attacking
go
you?
no. No, go Brian Barczyk.
Yeah. Is it on YouTube?
No.
Okay.
Just right here. Brian Barczyk emu picture.
let's see.
Is it this one?
Nope. To your right, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how
Yeah,
you.
the you
Yeah.
humping the emu.
Me
Yeah.
humping the emu. So that's basically what Noah did.
And then it jumps up in the air and kicks.
That's so crazy.
Did it kick you?
No, it kicks forward.
Oh.
Thankfully, like for some reason, it can't kick backwards if you hold it like that. So it just like jumps in the air and frolics and kicks. It's
And you're
very
just
scary.
holding it like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
like I'm holding it because I don't want it to attack me now.
and if you've seen the emu feet, they have talons.
talons
I
are,
know.
yeah.
I
So you
have.
don't want to
No,
get
no,
kicked
no,
by
you
that.
don't get kicked. You'll
Believe
see
me,
stabbed.
they're terrifying.
Well, it's like cassowaries, which are really
Yeah.
a very similar animal
Even
to
more
an
scary,
emu.
Those things
are
But yeah, those
scary.
things eviscerate you.
Definitely.
It's interesting. Like Steve Irwin said that was the scariest animal that he ever dealt with was
I'm
a
sure.
cassowary, which
Yeah,
was
'cause-
basically like a beautiful emu, right?
yeah.
So
I've got one on my arm.
they are cassowaries just as fast as emus
Oh yeah, yeah,
because
and more vicious.
it's interesting. Like the way their legs are designed is obviously what makes them fast.
Literally to
And-
run.
And they there's this man, I can call him crazy because he is crazy. He's been working on this product. It's an extension to your leg that you slide your foot in that makes your leg
Like an emu leg?
like an emu leg.
Wow.
So it increases your sprinting speed almost 20 miles an hour.
Whoa.
And he's been using like this.
Really?
He's made this prototype since he was in high school, and he's like in his 30s now.
Wow.
And he just keeps
Where
evolving
did you
it
see this?
on YouTube. You know
Okay,
how
of course.
Yeah,
just
most
crazy
of
stuff
Yeah.
pops up on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. See, like he literally designed an emu leg that you slip your foot into, and then you can run fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
Look,
I think I saw.
look
I think,
into this.
I think I
'Cause I
saw.
think this would be a great video.
Wouldn't it?
Either one
But I
of you,
think-
and I would do it.
Ironically enough, I think that I saw.
How much
that-
faster
Do they
can I
look kind of
run?
like a U, like they curve it like a U where it's bouncy? Or
No,
you
you're
know?
talking
thinking
that's
about
those
the spring things,
Those
yeah.
are the prosthetics for the people who.
Yeah, but I've seen people use those. There's like shoes like that, and they play basketball with them.
Yeah, you're thinking
even
of a
though
different
they're
thing, I
not
think.
missing a limb.
It's close.
Yeah, even with that, like a normal person could.
My friend had them.
it's
Actually,
close,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's much more prototypey. It's like
Okay, interesting.
metal and stuff. Like
Right, yeah.
it's
It's interesting.
very just like random dude made it.
Right,
Like,
yeah. Got
It's
it.
no
Interesting.
profession by any means, but it
I'm
works.
intrigued, and
he
I kind of
runs.
want to try it.
Yeah,
He runs fast.
Yeah.
And Google it if you want.
yeah.
I'm gonna
fun
Google that when I go
entertainment.
home.
Google that shit.
Let Roses Burn says, "Oh my God, Lori, my respect for you just went up 200%."
Oh my God, how's this happen?
Quote, I just want to flick it in the head. Quote, I want to do that to my coworkers, and that comment made my day.
Well, there you
And
go.
it's hard to believe that you could have more respect from Let Roses Burn.
200%.
I know that's a big increase, man.
That's like it's like the Grinch. It's
like my-
the Grinch's heart.
It's
Right.
like my Dogecoin. My Dogecoin
Right.
profits.
To the moon.
To the moon, man. To the moon, Dogecoin.
Amen.
Wild Boy Deutsch. It's fucking Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Wild Boy Deb says, "I made it. Glad to see the family. Hope all is well."
Hey, welcome
Yeah, I was
back,
talking to Deb. I think Dev's going to come by next week.
Yes,
I think maybe next
yes, that'd
Thursday
be
or
awesome.
something like that.
I'll see you then.
Hang out with the boy.
Dylan says, "What is the perfect ball python setup? My Freya needs some advice. Maybe friend needs some advice because I have a hot and cool side and tree and green vine decor and hide and water dish."
You know, again, Dylan, it's one of those things that give us a call because explaining that on the podcast is just there's more questions I have to ask you than
Yeah.
yeah. Just there's a lot more to it than oh, this is the perfect setup. If you have something, we can help you tailor.
Yeah,
into
if you
exactly
reach
what you
out to
want.
the BHB reptiles, either call
Yeah.
or
Just don't
email.
call anyone a C word and you're good.
Yeah,
Right.
as long as you don't call the C word, you'll probably get a
Yeah,
nice
Beth
response.
will help you. Okay.
Yeah, no, but that's just the best thing because there's again we'd have to ask you a lot of questions about your setup to get you to the point where you have a good setup.
But we're more than happy to.
Yep.
Brother Clint says
Yeah.
his box turtle project plans for spring and
Oh, yeah,
summer
yeah.
in New England,
Nice.
Indiana, maybe, and any funny, cool stories about turtles or tortoises from your years in the biz. My favorite herp have shells.
Unless, I think it'd be great to go out there with you, dude.
so sick.
I think we should definitely do that. I'd love that.
I have a turtle story if you want.
Yeah, tell me.
So at our old shop in Hayes, all right,
Mm-hmm.
in the back of the shop, it was very wilderness-like for a long time before they started.
Oh yeah,
creating
yeah,
buildings
they had that,
and
yeah.
making it more like
Yeah, we
Yeah, it
were
was a
one
wet-
of
it was
we
a
were one of the
wetlands.
first buildings that were built
It was a
there.
wetlands back
exactly.
there.
It was
Yeah.
a wetland. So at a certain time of year, we discovered that these snapping turtles, just common snapping turtles, would crawl out and come into like our
All the
back
babies.
garage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we would just have like babies and babies and babies of these
Yeah,
snapping turtles.
yeah.
And they were feisty as ever. I just
they were
remember
great,
putting
yeah.
them back into
Oh
the
yeah,
river.
we
and stuff,
collected.
but-
I think what was it, like 20 something at some
Yeah,
point?
yeah,
like
there's a
little
bunch,
tiny. We
yeah.
were just like walking around every time we looked. We were doing whatever.
It was
and then
really
we put
cool.
them
I
all
used
back.
to. I
could
hadn't
find
thought
them.
about that in a long time.
And what was that bird that put the nest in our stack of the bedding?
It was
it like a crane?
It was like
or
a
something
I think it was
like
a
that?
crane. I think it was
and then
a
it
crane.
hatched, and then she had like her baby.
Yeah, she was all protected.
And we just let them like, okay, we're not using that stack of bedding.
I kind of
until the
forgot. I
babies
kind
are
of forgot
grown.
about that whole thing, Noah, because I used to. It was nice. That was nice because there was obviously a lot of stress when you're in that building and stuff like that. And I remember just being able to walk out back
Yeah.
and like you'd find garter snakes
Yes.
and
Frogs.
turtles and frogs and
Yeah.
I remember walking back there. It was 20 feet from our door,
Totally.
so like I'd walk back there and sometimes just spend a half hour, an hour
Yeah.
just chilling out. It felt like you were in the wilderness.
Yeah.
And like you said, actually, General Dynamics, government defense company or whatever, they ended up building back there. We still had the like drainage ditch that still had some of the stuff, but and remember when. Do you remember? Were you there the day that the helicopters came and like guys
Yes.
were like dropping out?
Yes.
Like,
Because we didn't
it's
know, like everybody from work was like, what the hell is
yeah,
going
we thought there was
on?
like some big terrorist attack or something like that.
Yeah.
It turned out because General Dynamic was a defense contract with the government that they were just testing.
Training.
They were training
Yeah.
or
Shit,
something,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
is bizarre.
We
yeah,
thought
these
like we were
helicopters.
under attack.
Yeah, these helicopters come down. So all these guys are
We're
rappelling.
down.
Yeah, they're rappelling down from the helicopter. You know, these military. We're like, what's going on in our backyard?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All
There
right.
was
that's
some
crazy.
times
Yeah.
in that building.
Definitely.
Berm Donor says, this is crazy, but I keep having reoccurring dreams that I'm hanging out with you guys.
Okay.
You were even at my house once. I got to get to the Reptarium.
Okay, I got to talk about this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Because he is not the first person to say this.
Yeah.
I get consistent DMs where people message me and they're like, "You were in my dream last night." That's all. I just wanted to tell you.
Right.
But like, that happens so much. That's strange, isn't it?
Right.
Is it just because we make so much content that
Yeah.
we're in these people's heads?
I think so, because I was just gonna say
it's
like,
got to be.
like Aunt Becky has been watching Ink Masters.
Okay.
And then she had dreams that she was tattooing me.
Oh yeah.
And on the flip side, that she was actually getting tattooed and stuff like that. So I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes when you're like you said, watching so much, and I've had the same thing. Like I've been watching a lot of Cobra Kai, and then I had like some karate.
Yeah, like starts out with a
karate
black
dreams,
belt.
like, some
Yeah.
shit like that too. So I feel like sometimes whatever you're taking,
Yeah, we
in
put a
gets
lot of
into your dream.
content out. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff out there. You know, I mean, daily vlogs.
And you know how that
and
is. Like
tons
people,
of
when you
Instagram
watch stuff a
stuff.
lot too, like you feel like you know them. So then, of course, in your dream, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we're hanging out."
Yeah. I think so. Well, I
cool,
hope
man.
that I like the fact that people think we're relatable and feel
Yeah,
like
and I
they
hope
know
when
us.
you were
They
hanging
dream
out that it
about
was a
it.
good thing,
Yeah.
and
was a
that,
good time.
that
hope
we
I was-
weren't cunts.
Yeah, I hope I was. And I hope I had my special glasses on for you.
Yeah, right on, man.
Tonight you will.
Jason from Morph Mixology says, "What's up, Reptile fan? Brian, thanks again for coming on the show this weekend, and thanks Lori for the quick cameo. Next up, Noah and Jay."
There you
Sir.
go. You guys
Ooh.
go.
3 hours
no
of jerky
problem.
talk.
No,
You're
we had
welcome.
we had a great 3 hours of jerky talk.
I hope it
Let's talk
worked
about
out for you.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, unfortunately, Lori jumped on for a minute, but then,
Unfortunately, you're the one who told me to. I wasn't even going to. You're the one who told me to. So shut the hell up. Yeah, exactly.
no, what I was saying is that I was hoping
Screw
you'd stay-
you.
No, what I was saying was I wanted you to stay on longer, but you had
But it
I
didn't
had
work out.
no, we had the Raycons on, And the right Raycon is where the microphone is. So you had the right Raycon, and they couldn't hear me talk.
And that
And
doesn't
God
work
forbid,
for that.
Oh, yeah,
God forbid they can't hear you.
That's not gonna work with
I know.
management.
Yeah, that's not gonna work
out.
with me.
The one thing
You had to go.
The one thing Jason said is he said, "I've got to be able to hear you talk the whole time."
Yeah.
And you know, no.
Well, I can
Okay,
figure it out.
Jason.
If you want the beef jerky
He
sent to
said,
your
as
P.O.
long as Lori doesn't talk, I
It's
want
just
her
in
on.
the background.
This is how you do it next time. Dad, you wear the right ear con.
Yeah.
Mom wears the left,
That's what
but
we
she
need to do.
sits to the right of you.
That's exactly what we
And
needed
then-
to do,
then
and
boom.
we didn't know.
Look at you. See, where was Noah when we needed
Well, I know
him?
no one needed to be the producer.
I was probably putting in that work. That's all I ever do.
Ordering them
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Gotta make that
Definitely
money
that.
to get that sunglasses. By the way, I think we can buy 2 pair of Raycons.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
two pair of,
What are they?
Look
Future?
at you. You're just plugging the shit.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you.
They're not even sponsored.
And honestly, you can get 50% off if you use Brian B.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to go to buyraycon.com/Brian B.
Okay,
But if you do,
10%, I
it's
think, not
15.
50.
No, it's 15.
Oh, I thought you said 50. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
no,
it's
it's
not
not
50.
that. No.
So if you do want to use, someone did email me today. Actually, said, "Is your promo code still good?" And I was like, "Yeah." As a matter of
Hell
fact, I'm
yeah.
about to run another promo.
So there you go.
No, my cousin used it not too long ago, too.
They're great.
I remember. He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good
Yeah,
stuff.
they're
That's
good.
good.
They're great product, man. I love them.
Great product.
V Dog says, just curious, will you be breeding Drogo? Just think Lori, a little Drogo baby.
No. We actually just had this conversation.
Did you really now?
We did. Jay
Did
and
we
I,
have it? Let me
Jay
tell-
and I had
Oh,
this
so without me.
conversation with
Without me.
Leslie, the one we got him
okay.
from.
And she said that you should get a female because he
No.
wanted to breed.
No, she actually said the opposite. She goes, watch out for him right now. She goes, this is breeding season. She goes, so it can go either way. Either he can get real friendly and really cuddly, or he can get real mean or whatever because of whatever. And Jay and I both said, well, the difference is we don't have any females or anything around here. So I don't really see him being affected by that, where she had both sexes together. So she goes, she goes, just so you know, if you are planning on breeding. I'm like, no. And Jade said, nope, we're not planning on breeding.
Well, I don't see why you would be.
No.
No,
planning.
I don't think so.
No,
either.
there's no reason. Like,
There is no reason.
are you
People-
kidding?
yeah.
Listen, I don't
My
think he
tour
would want
today-
that anyways. He is the biggest spoiled prima donna.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That
My tour
thing.
today was like crazy about him. I mean, they went in there and they were just like, "Oh my God!" I mean, it was like it made because they didn't know we had a sloth.
A lot of
really?
people
Yeah,
don't.
so-
I've been
so-
noticing that when I'm
Yeah.
over at the Reptarium
Yeah.
during open hours, people will walk by and they'll just freak. They have a sloth.
Yeah, yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, so
It's actually fun to watch.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just nice. You know, as soon as we had the otters,
Oh my
just
god!
think about
Game
that.
I cannot wait for those otters. That otter slide that starts
Yeah, the
upstairs
otter
and going to the
slide
basement.
goes downstairs.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
going to be really
It's
hot.
gonna be so amazing.
Simple Man says, how's baby Kush doing?
He's
Great.
doing really good, actually.
Actually,
He's-
really
Yeah,
good.
he's doing really
Growing.
good. We're getting close to. I mean, there's still some.
Close to what?
Well, like
Home.
Bruce can now like touch it under the chin, and it's not freaking out. I think we'll get there.
Close to having a relationship.
Actually,
Yeah.
Dustin from Nerd was going to come out. He wanted to come out this week, and it's just a bad week to have him come out. But he's done all of the socialization on their croc monitors.
And they're awesome.
And I really wanted to bring him out so he could show us how he would socialize Drogo, baby Kush.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we can get Dustin out soon.
That's cool. Yeah, he sent me videos too. It's he's doing great.
He really.
It's
and
like
he's
chilling on his head.
he was taking
Yeah.
wild croc monitors and making them tame.
That's so
the way
crazy.
that baby Kush is a captive, hopefully we'd have better luck. But it's getting closer.
I think it's cool that there's people like monitor people and monitor men in particular. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, there can be women too, but monitor people like they're missing a part, like a fear spectrum from their
Yes.
brain. Because when I see baby Kush, because not all monitors, but baby Kush in particular, I am very antsy. Like honestly, of course, I want to handle him, but I don't want to handle him because all I can think about is those teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's tough. I'm not intimidated by it at all, but I realize the penalty is very severe.
Well, you know what's funny is Jay and I were having this conversation like about Drogo just the other day.
Yeah.
So when you first have an animal and then what the possibility is if things go red. Just like we said, before we got Drogo, obviously you'd seen like Google a video
Yeah.
of a sloth that fucks you up. Like it's not good.
Yeah.
So we get him, and then we've seen this, so we know this is a possibility. So it makes you hesitant until you get to know the animal.
Right.
And that was the whole thing. Like we were talking, like just with this last bath and just with these things here. I know for me personally, now that I actually have a relationship with him and I know him and I feel I can read him.
Yeah.
Now I feel more comfortable.
Sure.
To where before,
Yeah, when he was
it's
just like reaching at you before, you're like, oh, what's this thing going to do? It's going to rip me. You know?
Yeah, because I didn't know. Now I know him, and now it's like I can tell what is like freaked out or aggression, or what is just him being curious or something like that. So it's a twofold. Like you feel more comfortable because you know, just like we do with our animals and our reptiles, where we know, where people are like, how do you know it's not going to bite? Well, because we know the animal.
Yeah, we know it's actions.
And it's the same thing with him, which I think is the same thing with baby Kush. Like it's good. You have to at first be on guard because you don't know until you actually get that relationship where you can read it. So
you know that Drogo will be on Right This Minute again.
What's that?
what?
The TV show Right This Minute?
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know either.
It's a big daytime TV show. He was on the when we combed him, they had him on.
Really?
And then
This is what, our fifth time? Fourth or
it's
fifth
like
time?
fourth or fifth time we've been on. Like they've had like us doing like chameleon baby.
What do
When
you
the
mean?
chameleon
What, are you
babies.
going? Are you
They-
taking him?
No, they take our clips and they like talk
so
about them.
they
It's kind of
take your
like almost
YouTube
like
clips.
yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of like a TMZ-ish
Okay.
type of show called Right This Minute. It's kind of like a current event show.
That's
And
cool.
it's
They
a pretty
took the-
big. It's a big
What are they
show.
doing? The bath.
They're doing
Yeah,
the bath. Yeah, they're doing the bath. So that'll be
It's
on.
so cute.
It was
that's cool.
that's when because Jay's like grandma, Jay the Entertainer's grandma, like I guess called him a week or two ago.
Oh my
Like,
God,
oh my
Jay!"
God, you were on TV.
That's great.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
So yeah, so
Mike
cool.
said, in the stripper's defense, I come here and throw money at you guys, just saying.
No, that-
It's a fair point.
That's true.
And you guys dance.
And we
dance for
love-
that money.
And
Mike,
we love him.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, we-
Mike made the analogy connection. Doom,
Mike,
doom.
you are
We
sharp,
love you,
man.
Mike. We love you, Mike.
That's what they say. Come over here. Come throw that money around, baby.
Mike, me love you long time, Mike. Me love you long time. Wow, yeah, you know that
We
was
even got a VIP room and everything, dude. It sounds a little
Yeah.
Mike. We legitimately have a VIP room.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get a popcorn machine at no strip
but you
club.
know what?
Yeah.
Come on.
Lap dances.
Mike might get Brian in a G-string.
Oh,
no.
baby.
There's probably going to be a price for that.
But there is
Put that
a
on
price.
the website. We put that on the website.
Put a couple otters in
I'm
front
gonna
of
have
me.
I'm gonna have my green glasses and a pickle hammock on.
Yeah,
You know what I
Oh.
mean?
There you go.
No banana hammock, pickle hammock.
Pickle hammocks
Oh,
now,
man.
man.
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
Good shit.
Different
Mike,
shit,
anything you
different
want, man.
prices.
You know, there's a price for everything, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Silvercat says, I definitely throw in some work during visit. I enjoy it and the passion. I also breed rats and work a week all by myself, and I enjoyed Hobby to Riches vlog.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you like that
on back.
vlog. A lot of people didn't because it got very little views.
Well, there was your view.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Hope
we
you took
got-
something from it.
Thank
got
you.
got about half the views
did
of our
it
normal
just for
videos.
you.
Yeah, got about half the views of our normal video. And that sucks, you know. I mean, it's one of those things that just happens, you know. But I like the videos, so thank you so much.
And
I
that's all
appreciate
that
it, man.
matters.
Yeah,
And so did
Yeah,
they.
well, I think there's value in those types of videos, but it's not for everybody, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's not a masses video.
Also, we
for us
gotta
here.
remember that this is a forever video. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of
Yeah,
times we
sometimes-
want
yeah.
just the gratification
The
of now,
immediate, right?
but you
Yeah.
never know what it will do over time.
Yeah, we had a couple videos in the last few weeks that like didn't perform extremely well, and then like I was surprised to go back and they had like 300,000 views.
Yeah, I
on
just
them.
seen that the other day,
Yeah,
actually.
it's,
happens.
you know, but right now I will say, I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, it's the ups and downs of YouTube, you know, but we are in a down right now. I mean, our numbers are really soft compared to normal, and whenever you're in, you know, we do this obviously, you know, and you know, when you have these dips, it's scary. You think like, oh, is it over? Did people just get sick of me? Did I put out too much content? Should there make a change? You know, whatever the case may be. So, but history will tell me that it'll come back
Right.
at some point. When I did look back on last January's numbers, we were really soft last January and early February as well. So, and then, but then again, there was the pandemic last year. But March we came roaring back to have some of our best months of the year. Again, and people were locked in, so YouTube was doing really well. But as a matter of fact, literally while we were in the podcast, one of my managers texted me and was like, "We gotta get your views up."
Yep.
And so
Be like, yeah, we'll put in the fucking word to the guys upstairs.
yeah.
Little
what I mean?
Bogus says parent-teacher conferences went too late, but here now. Love to my favorite family.
Oh, thank you
I'm
so much. I
so
appreciate
sorry
you.
for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you have parent-teacher conferences, because not everybody is doing that these days.
That's right.
So I love hearing anything that sounds normal.
Yeah.
Like anytime I see something, like I was saying earlier to my trainer that I saw a couple movie trailers that were like in theaters only.
Yeah.
And that made me feel great, right?
you're
Like,
like,
oh,
oh,
wow,
sick.
wait a second. Because every movie that's coming out is being Apple TV or HBO Max or, whatever, and so it's nice to see some normalcy come back.
That's just movie coming out on HBO Max on Friday. That looks really good.
I know, I saw
forgot-
that.
I
I can't
completely
remember what it
forgot
is,
what
but
it was.
I saw that and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it looked
it's,
really
it's,
good.
but yeah, I agree with you.
I'll have to watch that.
And there's some great Netflix stuff out. But my point is anything that's feeling normal is awesome,
Hell yeah.
Simple Man says, would you ever get a dwarf caiman?
Kevin at Nerd produces them and socializes them. If I was ever going to get one, I would get one from him because his are great, But I don't necessarily think I need one, to be totally honest with you. Crocodilians, I love crocodilians. I just don't know doing crocodilians properly in a cold weather area is easy to do. So when I see, obviously we're with this next expansion of the Reptarium, we're going to be doing some massive enclosures for our our alligators. And, but every place I've been to that has been cold weather that has had crocodilian displays, with the exception of Reptilia's Nile crocodile display up in Canada, and even their alligator display, with the exception of those two, I've thought they didn't have enough space and water, too. Yeah. Do you know that crocodiles are supposed to have at least 1.5 times their body length in depth of water?
Really?
Think about that. So if you have a 10-foot
But
alligator...
alligators, no?
No, alligators too.
Okay.
You're supposed to. I mean, we're not going to be able to do that, obviously, but we can still provide them with something. But in a perfect environment, if you have a 10-foot alligator, it should have a 15-foot deep pond.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
And it's like, remember the big crocodile Lulong? Have you ever heard about it? I mean, that's what happened with that. That was a 20-something foot crocodile, one of the biggest crocodiles ever found. And they put it in a place that was like, 4 foot deep or something like that. It was dead within a month. Because the weight of the body organs can't take it. They need to be, have
buoyant.
flow. Yeah, they need to be buoyant. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you need 15 foot for a 10 foot.
Well,
but you
measure.
certainly need 6 foot for a 10-foot alligator. You need a lot of water. And so that's why I'm not going to go crazy with crocodilians.
Yeah, that's where these people down south that can have these
Yeah, they
huge
can have-
outdoor
exactly. Yeah,
things.
exactly. If you can be outdoor, I mean, Robbie Kesey and obviously Gatorland
'Cause
and
you
all
can
those
give 'em
guys have amazing.
natural habitat.
I know,
But
Gatorland's so much fun. I love Gatorland. Like every time you walk around there, I walk around there, I should say. I always feel like there's an extra thrill because you never know if there's gonna be an animal out. You're just like, well, around there might be a Cuban out. Like you don't know, so it just adds an extra little
It
thing
is
to
crazy. I know. We
Yeah, I
just
do
were
love
there
that
not
place.
that long ago too,
Yeah.
and the same thing. Like it was
Yeah, I
just
love
like,
it.
wow,
Never
this is
gets
insane.
old.
No, it's a great place for sure. But there's a lot of great places in Florida too that have cool stuff like that. So so I don't think that unless I did, and I don't see. It's interesting. I think that everyone might be surprised to hear this, but I don't want a massive zoo. Like I like the intimacy of the Reptarium.
Yeah.
Like people always tell me like, all right, well, you're going to do this next expansion. If we do this next expansion, which I hope we will. And then they're like, oh, you should buy the build. Like people have told me like, oh, you should buy the Salvation Army across the street. I have no interest in that.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I want it to be intimate.
This is
you
the
know?
thing, honestly. Like if and when we do this final thing, like that's literally
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ultimate thing. And then from that standpoint, it's whatever we would change or renovate within. Like
and I think that
Yeah.
with this next expansion, especially if we can do upstairs and downstairs, it's the perfect square footage.
Yeah.
It's like going to be like 16,000 square foot. To have 100 people in at a time would still be very sparse. So if we do the 100 people an hour type of thing or something like that, you're still going to have a lot of space and you're not going to feel crowded or anything like that. It's, in the Reptarium of old, that would probably equate to about 400 people. Or maybe even more. Actually, we had 200 people in half.
Oh my God! In the first original, to where literally we were freaking out.
Yeah. So that would be like 400 people. We're doing 35 people maximum right now, and if you transfer, that would have been 400 people.
It was so.
It was crazy. And then if we're going to double that, so it'd be like 800 people. So we're going to be doing literally an eighth of the people if we max out at 100. Yeah. But I think at that point you still feel real intimate and you feel very connected to everything. And with the amount of people we have working, you can get some real hands-on experiences. So I don't want to go big. Do
you remember how hot it would get?
Oh my gosh.
It'd be like 1.0.
Yeah, it would be like literally 100 degrees.
You would be dripping sweat. You didn't have a choice. Yeah. You'd be like, all right, I'm going to dress light today.
Like the first,
and you're dripping.
I think like the first 6 months too, I was always stuck in the Perdita area, which was the hottest area of the entire place.
Well, it's funny
and I'd be stuck there for 5 hours. Like I couldn't move.
We didn't. Like I expected it to be more successful than you.
Right.
But even my expectations, like I never in a million years could have imagined how popular it would have been. And
still
so
is.
Like, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we would have known ahead of time, we would have known like, okay, this is not a big enough space. But you know what I mean? We didn't know.
Yeah. I tell people this all the time. If you recall, I put a TV up on the wall, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I did that is I literally thought it was going to be like me and one person working.
They could watch TV when the boarding times.
I thought that we'd be watching TV when no one was. I thought like 3 people would walk in, they would walk around, then they would leave, and then another 2 people would walk in.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden we open up and there's 50 people in line every night.
You're so right because you forget about these things over time. There was lines that would wrap the building.
Yeah, literally. Sometimes there was up to 100 people. I mean, there were times when we open up at 4 o'clock, and by 4:20 we would have 200 people.
And you couldn't move. Like I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Where people were, I'm just like, I'm sorry, we can't have any more people in here because it was so,
Yeah, if the fire marshal ever showed up, we would have been in trouble.
And it wasn't a good experience. Like most people were okay, but we had the handful. They were like, oh, this isn't worth it.
Yeah, that was the only
get
bitch
it. And I'm like, I understand, and we would refund because I'm like, I get it. Like you can't even.
But
walk around.
that was really rare.
It was rare.
It was rare, but that was, if you went on the Google reviews, that was the only negative thing you would see about it. Is like
it's
great place, but it's just way too crowded.
Yeah.
Now with limited numbers, obviously you'd never get that now.
Double the space.
Yeah, and double the space. And like I said, I think that we can even go to 100 if we double our space now, and it would still be 1/8 of what we would be before.
It'll never be like that again.
And I think we'll keep this format even post COVID. That format of selling in advance and having a limited number per hour.
It works better for the customer and for us because like we already know, we know how many people.
Because that was the thing. Yeah, we didn't know how. Like we'd be like,
we'd have so
Sunday,
many workers, and then we're like, oh my God, get over here, we need more help. There's so many people here, like.
And so it works out for everything, and it also is nice if we do decide like, hey, we want to leave early one night, we just don't sell tickets for that hour.
We have done that.
We have done that.
Just shut it down.
Guess what? That sold out that hour.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, say it. Bye.
Although now we can't do that because we're so sold. I mean, we're almost sold out next week. We're sold out this next weekend, and we're almost sold out the following weekend already.
For some reason, like that was the thing to do is for Valentine's Day weekend, bring your family or friend or lover to the Reptarium because this weekend sold out prior to last.
Did I tell you that we're having Sex Panther perform?
Nice. That's
me.
me.
I'm just kidding.
What?
That's my alias.
Yeah, with those glasses.
Sex Panther Noah is performing. That's why we're doing a
or
Valentine's.
Is it a rap?
That's
or
why
what is
Valentine's is so strong.
It's a banjo solo.
Nice in the party room. Those tickets are $25 a ticket.
I put out bottomless Valentine's Day. Is what I put out.
Oh God,
that's fine by me. Any day I'll go pantless.
God,
I really don't mind.
No, I do.
Noah's the only worker.
I mind.
Everyone else is gone.
Where'd everybody go? Come on, it's Pantless Wednesday.
I'll give you the Shamrock Shake.
Spitting some shamrocks.
Actually, Noah can be in the anaconda cage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just he's like doing the go-go dancing
with his green shit on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We got a new anaconda. It can do the helicopter.
It's a baby. Oh my goodness gracious. All right then.
Do you remember doing like?
I hope, Graham.
We never did it together. No, it's like, don't make people think that. Like,
we used to go to the reptile shows.
helicopter.
We used to go to the reptile shows. You show me on a helicopter.
What I was gonna say was like being a kid, like and discovering the helicopter, and like you would just be by yourself, just doing the helicopter for hours. You're just like,
Hours.
this is fucking crazy.
No, I'm not a guy. I did not remember that.
Yeah, it does. I just want to go on record. I did not teach him the
No,
helicopter.
he didn't. He didn't.
Come here real
I
quick.
feel
Let me
like-
show you
that
something.
was
I
a-
feel like it's something that every boy comes into
Probably
on
learning
its
in Catholic
own
school.
for the most
that
part.
was that was an original
Or
thought.
should.
Yeah,
That was an original
They
thought.
should
by me.
come into it on their own. Like
Yeah,
if
I
they're
don't think-
shown,
yeah.
it's not a good.
Yeah.
Let me tell the
Gotta get
story.
rid of Uncle Carl. Bye, Uncle Carl.
Uncle Carl showed me something great.
Show me how to fly.
No, it was Uncle Judy.
Oh, Jody.
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 Jody. Uncle Jody.
All right, let's move
They
on
call him
before
Jody
we,
Jody.
Jody Joe with the hell.
Simple
Let's
Man
Chop it.
said, how did getting beat up by the llama/alpaca go? Saw it on Insta a couple days ago.
Yeah, I reposted
great,
that.
man.
It was really fun. Its name was Misty, and that animal was really fun. I laughed about it. Really, honestly, it was. We knew that animal. When I was at the zoo, it's called the Tri-State Zoo down in Maryland. They had told me that it was a real cantankerous llama. It was actually a llama alpaca cross. And they said, hey, if you want to go in there, it's probably going to jump on you and knock you down and push you around and chase you around. And of course, I was up for the challenge and had a great time. And,
Yeah, and you got your ass kicked. And
yeah.
Do you want to
Now
tell the
it's
lore
infamous.
about that bit?
What's that?
Do you want to tell the lore about that video clip?
What was the
the
lore?
lure. What's
The lore, Lore.
Lore. What's the lore?
It's like the legend behind
yeah. What's
it.
the legend? What
It's
is-
it's that company bought that clip
Oh yeah,
from you.
Barcroft. Yeah, Barcroft bought the clip. Well, what happened is they licensed the clip,
Yeah.
and then they copyrighted me every time I've used it. So my own clip, they've copyrighted me on,
Really?
and which is in the contract. They are allowed to use it, but it's still my clip. But yet every time I put it in a video, I've gotten copyrighted by Barcroft.
Bitch.
You know, so
Yeah.
and I've tried to fight it, but you know it doesn't matter. It's older clip. But yeah, I recycled it on Instagram
It's
the
just
other day
interesting.
just for fun.
It's so
They
cool to
can't
me.
copyright that, right?
They can't copyright Insta because it's
Instagram.
not it was a reel, so it was
Yeah.
not
For money,
monetized.
yeah.
It's just cool like how you can create a piece of content and somebody can buy it for you if they want it.
Well, that's what you've got to be careful
Well,
at in a
and
contract.
we still get money for it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so.
we get, yeah, right. You know, we did make a lot of money off that because we were getting residuals from them
Yeah.
selling that clip to different TV networks for years. But you know, now the contracts, and this is probably what happened with Barcroft, is at some point they probably went from licensing clips to actually buying the rights for the clips. And we probably, I know our contract, I would never sign a contract selling a clip at all. You know, I would only license the use of the clip. And probably somewhere down the road, that's the new thing, is that people will buy the rights to a clip, and then you can't even use that clip anymore. If you use the clip, it gets copyrighted. It's really a tricky thing because even like Brian in the Wild, I bought the music for Brian in the Wild, but yet when I post anything about Brian in the Wild on YouTube, they copyright the music, even though I paid for the licensing for the music for that thing.
How do you prove it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I can go through a legal thing where I could get it, but it's never enough to worry about. But that's
know.
what people don't
That's how
understand.
they
You have to-
get you.
yeah.
They
And
put
then what's
you through
happening
enough
too
of a
is,
process.
and we're continuing to see this from my early vlog days. Now we have Epidemic Sound that we
Yeah.
pay for, so we're 100% fine. But my early days, I used to just use copyright-free music from YouTube, right?
yeah.
Like some
They get
random
so
artist would put
screwed
on.
that
Yeah, and then
shit.
what ends up happening is the artist
Somebody buys
sells
it.
the
Yeah.
rights to it, and then that company goes and actually will
Starts copywriting it.
start nailing you with a copyright, you know, and then they start stealing all your revenue.
I remember this happened to, I think it happened to Paul Cafaro
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Broadus. Both of them had their channels virtually taken down because they used.
Yeah, they used the same,
the same
song.
song.
They were like, yeah, Paul, yeah, he had like 200 and something
Yeah.
videos that he had used the same song in all 200 videos.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they copyrighted him and he lost all revenue on all of his videos. Now
so
he
wrong.
ended up getting it back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he had to get some lawyers involved and
That's
they
some
worked out.
bullshit.
I think he ended up probably paying them
Oh, he definitely
10
had
or
to.
15, 20 grand, something
Well,
like
that's
that.
the thing. Like people
Yeah.
are such fuckers, right?
Yeah,
They
it's
just
like
look
they're
at that
taking
kind of
advantage,
stuff,
yeah.
right? Exactly. They're like, okay, how many people? I guarantee you, they look. Okay, how many times has this song been used? All right, we're gonna buy this, and now we're gonna
Yeah.
get all this.
Well, I remember
revenue.
with
Like,
Snake Bites TV, which we never really made a lot of money on Snake Bites TV, but we one of our editors used the same song in like 150 videos, and then it got copyrighted, and they were going to sue us. And fortunately, I was with a management company, and the management company,
Yeah,
you know,
they took
because
care of it.
they were not only going to sue me, they sent us papers and everything, you know, that saying they were going to sue us for using. We had to pay them like $200,000 or something like that, and it's like obviously we were going to do.
We
this.
didn't make anywhere
Yeah,
near
yeah.
that on those.
Yeah,
videos.
no, we
This
probably
is
made
snake bites.
we probably
Like, we made
10
$10
grand.
bucks.
Yeah, we probably made 10 grand over the whole series. And literally, but thankfully, so many artists. This was when I was with Maker Studio that got bought by Disney. Thankfully, so many of the artists were being sued by this company. Makers stepped in and did some kind of
took that
settlement.
lawsuit, yeah.
They took some settlement and just paid them off to let them go away. But that's the dirty side of YouTube. You know, you
Yeah.
use
The
a
world.
copyright free music
Yep.
that might later not be copyright. So the one advice to me, I'll give anyone: pay your $10 or $15 a month to
Get a
Epidemic
subscription.
Sound
Yep.
or whatever it is, and then you're covered. You can never ever, they can't ever go
Yeah.
after you at all. Yeah.
Yeah, that, obviously.
Live and learn.
I do that too.
Yeah.
So he's not lying.
Berm Donor says, get that VIP P room built. The girlfriend and I will be there. Tour VIP dreams.
Hey,
come
just
true.
awesome. Thanks,
don't
man. You can be a
don't
first-
come. Just bring your girlfriend. All right, you can just leave and we'll give her the VIP experience.
Calm down.
Pronunciation
Calm
on
down.
that P.
Noah's got this.
Calm down.
Noah's got this trick. It's called the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
You gotta see it.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta
show
see
you.
it.
You gotta get real close. Though. It's a small show.
It's more like the
It's a
rotor.
personal
Yeah.
helicopter.
Personal size pizza.
Simple Man says, baby Kush challenge for Noah?
Oh,
Question mark?
hell
Oh,
no.
hell no.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Consequence. You do have to do IV
I'll
and,
do it.
and Drogo, I think, though.
I'll do the
24 hour.
the leg
Drogo
feeding.
is easy.
Well, I think
Drogo
a 24 hour
24 hours.
Drogo would be pretty awesome, though. I
Yeah.
think that'd be a good video.
Yeah.
But
Buy
like,
a hammock.
yeah, that's not.
Mike,
yeah,
he's
exactly.
coming.
You need
Mike's
a-
coming back.
You need your hammock
he's got
and
us.
his.
Mike, we pulled him in with the love.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is
See,
it?
look at he just threw another $5 bill in your underwear. He said, got Cusco in his undies and had Brian show his nice little thigh scars in his shorts.
Oh my god.
Bathing suit in Ivy's cage on Cusco's live stream. So I've gotten close.
I actually I remember that whole thing. I
Yeah,
didn't.
I'm sure
I
you do.
like. Yeah, I remember hearing about that, and that was. There are certain things that you won't be able to buy from
No.
me.
No.
I think that I hate, not that nothing against Brian Cusco, but I think my income stream might be a little bit different than his. So my what I will do, the numbers might be a little higher. Mike, I love you to death. You might not make enough money.
No.
I don't know. Yeah. What would be the price to get naked?
Me naked?
Yeah.
There's no price.
Yeah.
I mean, in G-string, 50 grand.
Oh wow, that's not as much as I
bad.
thought.
So you're actually putting it out there.
50 grand.
We
I'd
got
go G-string.
almost 3 million
Really?
subscribers. We can make this
Wow.
happen, dude.
50 grand for G-string. That's forever.
Yeah, it's
That's
a tough
not
one.
worth
That's
it.
$1 from almost one of
So
each
bad.
of your followers, Noah.
Wow. Wow.
We can get this.
It's
Okay.
not.
I just
good.
put the 50 grand.
That's not my
Listen,
price.
it's out there. It's out there.
That's not my price.
Yeah, but there's a difference between you. Like if I'm not going G-string sexy. I'm going G-string like funny, like Will Ferrell, right?
No.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
because it can be taken out of context and just you.
All right,
Listen,
500,000. It
let
went
me
up.
tell you
All right.
something.
50 grand.
That's more
You and a
reasonable.
G-string can be sexy to a lot of people. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying.
You might think Will Ferrell, but a lot of people think Will Ferrell is sexy
That's
as
true.
hell. So
Yeah,
That's true.
and he gets paid a lot more than 50.
yes,
grand.
yes.
I would.
Yeah.
Although,
Sold yourself short, but
although
that's unfortunate.
I feel like Will Ferrell would do it for cheaper.
Let me rethink.
but
Let me rethink that.
You know,
That's
what?
what I'm saying. Don't sell
I'll get
yourself
back
short.
to
Yeah.
I'll get back to you, Mike. Start saving.
Right.
Ohio guy says, who's doing the lap dances?
Oh,
I will.
And then and Mike came back and said, Noah got that taken care of.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly.
yeah, baby.
Mike
yeah,
already
baby.
knew.
Yeah, you got it.
Mike already knew.
Michael says, wish your private tour prices were cheaper. Myself and my family were planning a trip out from New York. We canceled due to it being $500.
You know, listen. This is the thing, dude. I mean,
crazy.
you know, I
That's a
understand.
Brian tour.
Yeah, number one, we have cheaper options for
Yeah.
tours. You got to remember, and I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but my time is so fucking valuable. I mean, not to you, but to me, right? My time is valuable to me. I have so much to do. You may think $500 an hour is a lot. Honest to God, like it's almost like I don't want to do them because I'm so busy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
and
like
honestly,
it's very
the cheaper one, like the regular price ones
Yeah.
with our animal educator like Jay and stuff are amazing experiences too.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, yeah.
So
I mean,
you will not be upset if
No.
you do the regular
No,
ones.
yeah, and I almost
either,
always
if
pop in.
that's-
I almost
yep.
always pop in and say hi on every tour as well. It's just, and again,
If
it
you're
doesn't.
around.
That doesn't mean that I'm not trying to sound like I'm worth so much or something like that.
It's
But-
not like
but,
that at
But I
all.
mean, it's like, would you go to Elon Musk and say, I would buy one of your Teslas, but they're just too expensive?
Yeah, it's
you know what I
like-
mean? Like, there's value to everything, and I only have so many hours in the day, and honestly, and again, this is no disrespect to you whatsoever, dude. It's that like we book every single Brian tour I want to do. You know what I mean? I could do 3 times as many as we book. I choose only to do X amount per week because I can't afford the time to take away to do more. You know, I wish I had, dude. If all I had to do was Brian tours, and I didn't have to film and run businesses and and do podcasting and all the other things, I would charge you $200 an hour, and I'd love it. I'd have a great time. And it's not that I don't have a great time doing the tours. It's just that you have to put a price on your time.
Your hour.
And
That
your,
hour.
Yeah.
your sanity, because
Right,
you can only
and-
do so much.
And I know it sucks because some people can't afford it, and I'm sorry, but at the same time, it's like, should I make my time cheaper because people can't afford? You know what I mean? And that, again, I don't want people to take that out of context. It's just the value. You know what I mean? There's a value to you every hour
and
of
it
your
depends
life.
too, because if you do your research and you call and you ask, like the days that you work the Reptarium, hey, you can do general admission,
Yeah.
and you're there,
Yeah.
and you can come
Mingle
in,
and hang out.
and for $10 for an hour,
that's the thing,
you
yeah.
can come in
Yeah.
and you can do the same thing. You can talk to Brian, you can do whatever too.
Yeah, I mean, most
So
Sunday-
if you
yeah.
can't afford that, it's not like you can't meet Brian,
Right,
unless you pay $5.
That's an hour.
$5.
Yeah, you'll almost always meet me if you come to the Reptarium.
Yeah.
I mean, there's very seldom you won't. And there, like you said, Sunday nights in particular, I don't have a podcast. I don't have
You're
anything
there all
else going
night,
on.
yeah.
So I'm usually there from
Yeah.
3
So
o'clock
there
till
are
8 o'clock.
options
and
if you
yeah,
can't afford
yeah,
that.
for $10, you come in and hang out with the animals. You
So
might not
if
get
you
an
want
hour
to
with me
reach
alone.
out to us, and we
but
can
yeah.
do our best to do that, because we understand that not everybody can afford that
No,
either.
and-
So
But unfortunately, that's just the reality. I mean, there's always got to be a price for time, and like you said, Lori, we make other options that are way more affordable. Whether it is if you want a private tour, if you want to, like you said, you can come in for $10 and get a great hour with only 35 people.
Yeah.
And I'm almost always here to chit chat. I'm not going to spend an hour with you because I got to deal with the other 35 people or 34.
But you can
or
still
however-
meet you,
But
take
yeah, I'm going to still
pictures,
hang
do that
out, and I
stuff
can
too.
still pull out
Yeah.
salt for you, and I can still pull out animals. I love it, So there's options, and but at the same time, we have to. We
You
gotta
shouldn't
make
have to apologize for it.
Yeah, and the
It's
thing is,
not.
if I made it $200 affordable, I couldn't do anything but tours. I would have no other life, right? You would have 50 tours a week that would book.
And like
I
you said,
can't
you
that.
do it for 500 and you have as many as you want to do. So people are
so,
willing to
yeah,
pay for
the
it. So
yeah,
sorry.
the price is what it is. So yeah, again, I mean, I'm sorry. I wish it was cheaper, and I feel bad. Trust me. Let me just finish out with this, and we won't go any further. But you guys know I'm always undervaluing everything.
Oh my
no.
God. It's
All
almost
of a
And I'm
sudden-
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you 100% do. And I'm the
wants to make sure.
opposite to where,
Yeah.
like it again. Whatever.
I always want things to be so cheap
And
that
we-
people can afford it.
And we do.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if you look at anything Reptarium wise compared to most places, we are
this.
a hell of a value. Like, you can't go to any other animal
$10?
zoo or anything like that. Yeah, exactly.
Check-
For $10 admission and
And
get
hold
what
stuff?
you get.
Well, yeah,
Wait
get
a
the
minute.
whole
Check
stuff.
this out. People literally have cameo prices,
Yeah.
which is a 15-second video,
Yes.
which are more expensive than the hour tour.
Oh no! Well, that's it.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I just talked to Scott Smith today,
Yeah.
and he said there was a retired, not even a WWE, just a retired wrestler
Yeah.
that was like a kind of a not a Hulk Hogan type. I mean, like
Yeah,
just
sure.
he was just around for
Totally.
like 20 years.
Yeah.
$350 for a 30-second cameo.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
$350 for
Yeah.
30 seconds,
And that means people pay for it.
yeah, and it's so I'm not saying I think I'm worth 500. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But at the same time, I will say this. If I had somebody that I really looked up to, David Attenborough, Steve Irwin, Jeff Corwin,
Hell yeah.
whatever. If I could do a tour at the Australia Zoo with one of the Irwins for $500,
Fuck yeah.
oh, I would book 5 hours of them.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like so again, it's a sucky thing because I hate when people say that because I don't want people to feel that I'm overvalued and that I'm ripping people off and I'm all about the money because I'm not.
That's one person though.
But I have no
you know?
choice but to, you know what I mean? Like I gotta value our time.
And that's exactly like I said. Like I get it that most, a lot of people can't do that, but there are other options. If you can't, there are options too. It's not like you can't meet Brian if you don't pay $500.
Yeah, you can literally family of four for $40. You can come in,
email
and
us,
if you
call
want,
us, and we can talk about it. Like I said,
and we can even talk about when I'm going to be there for sure. You know,
and that's what we tell people: call ahead of time. We'll tell you. You call and say, "Hey, I'm trying to get tickets on this day. Is Brian going to be there?" We'll tell you because we know.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm here most days, but I do the podcast on Saturday nights, and sometimes Fridays we leave early, but Sundays I'm here almost all the time.
Believe me, Brian wants to be here for everybody and does his best.
Yeah, I try to kill myself for everybody.
Exactly. Not necessary.
It's true.
Silver Cash says, Laura, you're definitely a badass and enjoy you supporting Brian's ideas, and your reactions are awesome. When his choice is on, I'd like to show support and love.
Choice is on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Friday night.
Yep, Friday. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank
dude.
you.
Don't watch with kids in the room.
Thanks for
no
support.
kids.
It is definitely a rated R experience.
We tell everyone when they subscribe, don't watch Friday nights.
No.
No. We don't say
18
that.
and over.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
not been
I'd
bad.
say it's like 16 and over.
Yeah, PG-13.
Probably 14 because at 14 you've heard everything.
It really
if you're
depends
not-
on your
come on.
parenting.
I think now that it's just me and Noah, though, like we don't get that crazy.
No,
to be honest with
honestly,
you.
It has been
recently
way better.
we've been
Yeah,
more
way better.
philosophical.
Really?
Yeah.
We've been
No.
talking more about life and
Okay.
just
I don't talk about dicks that much. You know what
we've
I'm
been
saying?
trying to tone down the
really don't.
DT. We've been trying to tone down the D. But
No, it is true. I watch most Fridays and it's not.
and then it gets
you guys
a little,
got a little raunchy a few months back. Yeah.
yeah, you know, that was when the whole pandy was really out of control and we were just trying to
You were
be
just,
a little
We're venting,
wild.
you know.
Yeah.
So-
But we're calming down a little bit. Now it just gets it gets a little raunchy during the freestyles.
yeah, because you can't. You
Oh,
can't.
that gets raunchy.
Oh, it's
But
like
it
the
has
worst thing.
to because
it's the worst thing.
it's creative process. You have to get a little
It
raunchy.
almost always comes back to like
P
licking
words.
the pee. And,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
it's
yeah,
bad.
it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Your freestyle is like, I mean, that's the one thing.
Like
that
R.
every
Kelly.
freestyle-
R. Kelly freestyles.
You know how I ended the last one? I said something like, all I care about's wealth. I'm not stealth. I'm Obama eating lasagna out your mom's vagina. And then I ended
And
it
that was
like
it. That was the end. So there you go, Silver Cash. That's what you have to look for.
Friday nights, 5 p.m.
No, we appreciate Silver Cash. I mean,
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see
You're
you.
awesome.
Yeah, no,
Aaron
it's been
said, "Hello from Nebraska. You have to come check out the Henry Doorley
Yep, I've been.
Zoo.
I've been.
There's been a lot of new additions. Hope
Okay.
all is well with everyone. Hopefully this year I can mosey up on up and visit.
I hope you can.
Hell
And,
yeah.
and I have not been to the Henry Doyle Zoo in the last, I think it was about 4
Where
years
is
ago.
that?
That's in Nebraska.
Gotta
Oh,
go.
I've
And,
never been.
I've said
Yeah.
it's really probably my favorite zoo in the country, to be honest
Really?
with you.
We
It's
gotta
it's
go.
an amazing.
Why is that?
amazing- Well, it's just amazing. They have like a biodome that's absolutely. It's got like a desert and different environments,
Wow.
Really?
but that's just one aspect of. I mean,
they-
it's funded by Mutual of Omaha.
Oh,
It's an insurance
okay.
company,
Damn.
so it's got
It's
more
good,
money
yeah.
probably than any other zoo in the country, and they're so I was able to not only go there during the day, but we had an evening party there with all the zookeepers. So it was just like closed down zoo, hanging with the zookeepers. And what you don't know, Aaron, is that they probably have more animals behind the scenes than they do in front of the scenes. It's one of the coolest zoos I've ever been to. One of the most impressive zoos. So yes, I totally agree. But I haven't seen the new additions. I imagine most zoos right now are struggling. You know what I mean? Because most zoos have been on really limited numbers, and we can survive on limited numbers because we're a small, intimate zoo. When you have 150 acres with 200 employees
Yeah.
and you can only have 1,000 people a day and you're normally doing 25,000 people a day, that's got to
that
be
makes a
difficult.
difference,
I know
yeah.
like the Columbus Zoo, for instance, used to do about 3 million people a year in entrance, and this year it was like 150,000. They think about that, 150,000 from 3 million, yet they still have to pay all that salary and
yeah.
everything else. So public zoos, I pray that they all survive it because it's been really, really difficult on public zoos.
Yeah.
Joe says, counting down the minutes until we leave this weekend. Can't wait to see y'all again. We should do a podcast, talk about venomous safety, etc.
Who was that, Joe?
When are you going to be
Joe
here,
challenge. I think for Valentine's Day. I feel like I remember him posting, but
What's up, Joe?
maybe.
Well, Joe, reach out to us. I mean, why don't you send Jay Tomsky on Instagram?
That's me.
DM.
Send him a DM.
I'm his voice message.
Get into his DM.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
slide on
into
in there.
and tell me more,
Yeah.
Joe. Because I mean, I think that if it's something good, I mean,
Some
if
good
something good, I think
pics.
I'd love to do it.
It would
man.
be interesting to see, like, having Sneak Talk potentially.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, I love it, Joe.
Devin says, I was flipping through some of Noah's old videos and I came across a What's in the Box. Any chance of another vlog like that? It was funny.
Well, we just put out a Head in the Box.
Head in the Box
I know
are
it's a
pretty
little
cool.
different, but it's
I think it's actually
crazier.
better. I think Head
I
in the
think
Box
it's
is
better,
better.
too.
Are you
I agree.
ever going to do a dick in the box?
No, it's a porno.
I was gonna do a.
So
How would my mom ask me this? This
then
wine
maybe
must be
then.
fucking good because
It's almost gone.
oh my god,
Yeah.
I was gonna do a parody.
Dick in the Box.
I was gonna do a parody of that song, "Dick in the Box," and it with balls in the box.
It was good.
Oh,
Let me
that's
tell ya.
So like ball pythons in the
Yeah.
box. But I think now it's been so.
Yeah,
it's too late.
No, one
No, a
even
lot of
knows
people
what
don't
it
even
is.
know. Yeah, you got to go.
But yeah. Good.
King's Collage says, super excited to come to the Reptarium this summer. Just finished making a custom enclosure and want to know if I put a Herman tortoise in there, can I also put a gecko of some kind?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
that's
allow
a good
it.
question.
I allow
Probably
it.
depends on what kind of
I
gecko
allow
it
it.
is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one just because if the gecko gets down, the
On the
tortoise is
bottom,
going to
yep.
think it's food and
Yep.
it's going to try to eat it, you know?
Yep.
So you have to be really, really careful with cohabitating, in
Yep.
particular with tortoises. Like our iguanas stay up top all the time.
Well, they learned.
But yeah, when they were like little, they got their
lost
tail
their
nipped. They
tails.
got their tail nipped a couple times. Their end of their tail got nipped off. And so that's the only thing that you have to be concerned with. So you're definitely going to be skirting it if you try a lizard with a tortoise, you know, especially a gecko that.
And it depends on what kind of enclosure, how big it is, and all of that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. If it's tall
So-
enough where maybe the gecko is going to spend most of its time, especially if you have a gecko like a crested gecko or a lychee. Well, I wouldn't put a lychee; that's too expensive.
No.
Don't take the risk with that one. But you know, you put something. I think it's possible, but probably not practical.
Be careful.
Yeah,
there
probably
you
not
go.
practical.
Kelly says, much love from the UP.
Hey, the UP.
Hey,
Yoper.
what's up,
We can't
you
wait to
Yoper?
get back up to the UP.
Yo,
here.
Yoper.
Can I tell us
Yeah.
an expedition that I want to do this summer
Let's do it.
with the boys, Jay and Anthony, me,
Yes,
and whoever
boys.
else wants to come? We want to go to the UP and try to collect some Uper stones.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, I really
They like
wanna do that.
glow.
Yeah, they glow.
They
You gotta go out in
literally
the, do
glow.
you go out in the black light? Is that what you do?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
It's exactly it. You go on a dark night and you take a black light with you,
And then
and
they
they'll glow
um,
under black light.
and
These
then
are Uper
how
stones,
fucking
yeah.
cool
Well, you
is
know what
that?
else is cool? Is the Petoskey.
Yeah,
stones.
but
What's that about?
It's a state stone, actually.
Yeah.
Well, what does it do?
But they're Google
I wanna see it.
Petoskey.
It's,
they're super cool.
ancient
they
coral,
have,
I think,
Yeah, they
right?
have a really cool like pattern on them, but they're
And of
really
course,
hard
there's
to
agates.
find.
There's agates as well.
Yeah,
See?
so this
That's
is
a Petoskey stone.
fossilized
Wait a
coral.
minute. We've had these.
Yep.
But
oh, yeah.
there's certain beaches that you can find them a lot in,
Yeah.
but they're hard to find. So you
Yeah.
have to find the place.
So we gotta go
find
stone
them.
hunting.
I've seen these
Yeah,
They're
and
super
then there's
cool.
of course
Yeah.
agates as
but
well.
I've never saw the I never saw the Uper stone.
No, I've
Those
never
are
heard of that.
relatively new, actually, because
Okay.
I haven't heard anyone from Michigan talk about
Probably
it.
has to do with the
the
toxins,
Yeah,
the
radioactive.
radiation.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the bioluminescence in California, right? I don't
Right.
remember ever hearing that growing up, and then ever
No.
since
Wait.
It's like the
Fukushima,
Simpson shit.
ever since Fukushima blew up, now there's,
Now there's
glowing
bio-
shit in the
Now there's
water.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm not
think it's-
kidding. I
Yeah.
thought about
Do you
that.
know
Yeah.
that we already talked about this? We don't have to cover it. We're just talking toxic water. Hawaii has toxic water
Yeah.
from
Fukushima.
Fukushima, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked
Yeah.
up. Like some of the beaches, you can't even swim for more than a few minutes, or else your skin will get irritated. And
That sucks.
yeah,
That's
so
too bad.
you know, we should really work.
So
on,
more nuclear power plants is what we need. Is what
It's
you're
not
saying,
the
right?
nuclear power plants. The problem. It's the
meltdown.
humans.
That's the problem.
Well, obviously, yeah, that is the problem. But we just need to do a better job of taking care of our planet. A lot of people don't
Amen.
give a damn.
No, it's
a
true.
shame.
It's true. Well, the Galactic Federation will help out.
Danky Johnny says, much love from Austin, Texas. Hopefully I can come visit someday.
I hope you
Thanks,
can, man.
Danky.
Thank you,
We
Danks.
appreciate it.
Don't
Danksters.
smell like shit when you come though. With a name like Danky.
Listen,
Well,
we
it
get a
might
lot
smell
of
like
danky.
dank.
We get a lot of danky.
Oh, it
fuckers
smells like
coming through
weed
the-
like half the night at the Reptarium.
I know.
Yeah, we
I'm
got all
not
the
sure if
danky
it's. I'm
pages.
Now
not sure
that
if
it's
it's
legal,
Bruce or.
now that it's legal, yeah,
I can't tell if it's Bruce or if it's the rest of the people.
it can go 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a difference though, because like, all right, dank has multiple definitions. Because obviously, you smell weed, you're like, oh, that's dank, right?
Yeah.
But have you ever just smelled somebody that's just dank? Like,
Yeah.
they smelled.
Yeah,
dank.
but I see. To me, that falls in more of the Campbell soup
that's
Yeah, Campbell's soup.
yeah, exactly.
definition,
Yeah.
not dank.
Not dank, yeah.
Dank refers
Exactly.
to weed, like that stank, nasty
Stank.
is like
Stank instead of
Campbell
dank.
soup.
Dank,
Like
boy.
Dank instead of dank. Yeah. Gotcha.
Kevin threw $5 just for love.
What's
What's
up,
up,
Kev?
baby?
Silver Cash says, Def, value your time. Tattoo artists are exactly the same way. Never sell yourself short.
No, you can't.
Yeah, see that.
Thank
I mean,
you.
that-
Like-
thank you. Yeah, and that is a I mean, obviously, tattoo artists are talented and
Oh, come
know,
on. You
but,
know.
Really?
But,
well,
you know,
listen, no, it's no different. Like we were our trainer,
yeah,
personal trainer, same thing. Like, he has his set rates
Yeah.
that he does, but honestly, there are a lot of people that have cheaper rates.
Sure.
And that's what he said. Like, he was just telling me today how he has 2 new people that potentially might start this and that. He goes, unless I gave him my rates and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, so do you devalue your time?
No, not at
Versus
all.
whatever to hopefully get the thing because somebody might undercut you when
Yeah.
the truth of the matter is no, like this is really what my time should be
yeah,
worth.
I get it. I mean,
You
you know
know?
me. I always feel bad about
I
those
know
things,
you
but at
do.
the same time, I can't. There's nothing I can do about
No.
it.
Yeah.
And
That's
Appreciate you because like you understand and we appreciate that.
yeah. Thank you, man.
Will says, we had a tour from Bruce, and it was amazing. We met Brian, Jessica, and saw Lori. It was great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
see?
can do those
Well,
tours.
damn,
and stuff
how much
and-
did you pay for that tour? Because if you met me,
Yeah, that should have been like $1,000. That should have been $1,000 right there.
Wow, right
That's
there.
a couple bands right there, man.
Let roses burn,
couple
dude?
glasses going on
What'd
your
she say?
face.
This is her let rose. This is her burn right here. It says, if you could spend $500 to go to Disney, then skip Disney for a year and get a better experience at the Reptarium. Period.
Damn.
He's way more. He's made way more worth it than a stinky teenager in a mouse costume.
True.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't
Well,
want this
thank
to be.
you.
I don't want this to be about bashing that guy or anything like that because I mean,
No.
obviously, he was just expressing the fact that he couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And but I appreciate it. And you're right. Every experience is
Yep.
is like what you $500 may seem like a lot, but at the same time, you also get to handle so much.
Yeah.
Now you get the Drogo experience. That's $200.
yeah,
thrown
I mean,
into that right
this
up
is
for
the thing,
free,
too.
you know?
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, not only are you getting Brian, who is doing your thing,
Yeah.
because that in itself, like Brian is Brian, and Brian makes his own rules. Where
Yeah, you get to do things that you won't do on other tours.
like
yeah.
Lori gets mad at the shit Brian does
Yeah.
because like that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, I always give a lot of, and the other thing is, and I don't want to put this
Thanks
out
to
here.
Brian,
Yeah.
like I literally had an email that said, "Okay, I want to get a tour and I want to get in Ivy's cage and I'm like, oh,
That's-
I'm not even
that's your
calling you
guy.
back. Yeah. I'm not even calling you back because that's not going to happen.
Well,
We
the truth
don't
is,
do
I've
that.
done many Brian
I know
tours where
you
people have been in with
I
Ivy.
know you have, but that's not something we offer.
And most of the time, I'm not, it depends on my time management. It also depends a little bit on the tour, but most of my tours are more than an hour. You know what I mean? I usually give more
Oh
than an hour
yeah,
for
like
it.
you're
It's very
ridiculous.
seldom.
I yell
it's very
at you
seldom,
because you
yeah.
don't stick to the time. Like
Yeah, it's very seldom that it's an hour tour. I usually go over, but
because you feel bad.
because I want to over deliver. I want
Yes.
people to go like that was the
he
best
does.
$500.
He does appreciate, like he understands.
It's a lot
what
of money.
that price
It's a
is.
lot of
Right?
money.
Exactly. He doesn't think like that's nothing. He understands
No.
that like that's a decent amount of money that you're paying, and he feels like he
Yeah, I
is
want
not
people-
worthy of that money and
I
wants
really-
to give you more than you expect.
Yeah. I want people to leave
So-
and go. I had one today. I had a Brian tour
Yeah.
today, and that's what they said when they left. They were like, "This was so far exceeded my
Yes.
expectations," and that's what I want.
Yes.
Because I don't want people to be like, "Oh, that was just a money grab," because
No.
it's really not. I
No.
mean, it's
and,
not.
like I said, like we both said, we understand there's tons of people who can't afford that 500.
So there's
there
other
are
options, yeah.
there are other options.
Listen.
Reach out to us and we understand.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
you could have a great experience for $10 for 1 hour
People-
per person.
Honestly,
Call
I don't
us.
think I've ever because even I've done a lot of tours
Yeah.
in my days.
Yes.
And I don't even think I've ever had one person complain. Because like I always feel the same way because the price it's cheaper than yours, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot of money.
Still a
and
lot of
and
money,
I
yeah.
go, and I want to over deliver as
Yeah.
well because I don't take that money for granted. It's a lot and it's a blessing. And I've never had a person complain. I've always most of the time they actually praise. They're like, oh my God, this was so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
And it's just an awesome experience. And I think with, like you said, being able to hold all those animals
Yeah, it's
makes
pretty
it
crazy.
special itself.
Yeah, and it's
pretty
not per
crazy.
person either.
Yeah.
It's like you could split it between two
Oh,
friends.
yeah,
the
we've
thing.
had 10 people in
Yeah,
one
yeah,
tour.
we've
Yeah,
had,
it's
I've
like-
had 12, 15
Yeah,
people.
it's
Now
not-
now it is only, $20 a person or $30
Boom.
or whatever it
There
is,
you are.
But anyways, that's enough.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
No,
Simple
I'm
man.
sorry. I don't. I just always
Listen,
feel bad.
it's
with
just
that
You
shit.
shouldn't.
passion. It's just
You're good.
passion.
Yeah, really. Simple Man says, "Do you, man? You're the best."
Do you,
And I
man?
agree.
You're
Do
doing
you?
You're the best. That's,
Simple
that's
Man's
our
doing
new
great tonight,
logo
too.
right
Simple
there.
Man's killing it
Do
tonight
you,
too.
man?
Oh, Brandon Gramlin
I
says,
should just a shirt. That's a shirt for you right there. Actually, your beanie thing. Think about that one. Do you, man? Okay, goodbye. I'm not going to say anything.
Brandon says, I'm venturing into breeding snakes for the first time, in particular colubrids.
Okay.
Due to downsizing, will you guys have any up-to-size colubrids for sale? Any colubrids? I'm interested.
Unfortunately, colubrids are the one thing that we have
No.
plenty of space for right now. So we don't look at we're going to be downsizing. I think that there might be, there'll be some ball pythons. There'll be some other boas and pythons that'll probably, be available here depending on what happens over the next couple months. Exactly when they happen.
We drastically downsized our colubrids.
Yeah,
a
years
few
ago.
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, about 6
And
years
so
ago.
right now, like we went really small, and then we've slowly built up a little
Yeah,
bit. We don't have a huge colubrid collection.
No, there's not a big colubrid
And what
collection.
we have, we're still going to keep because it's
and we even
not
have
very large.
and we even have an opportunity to upsize the colubrids a little bit in the new
if
room.
we
just
want
wanted
to.
yeah.
But yeah, so we don't have a huge number of
Yeah,
them.
unfortunately,
so.
yeah. So sorry. Yeah, that's the one thing that probably
We
won't
might
get
have a
chopped.
thing here or there. So if you want to look in the next probably month and a half, if we have spare things here or there, they'll
Yeah,
be
that
up
just
there.
don't fit into
but we
the
don't
colony,
have
yeah.
like there won't be a big groups
No,
or anything like
nothing
that because we don't have a lot.
Brother Clinton says, I do a spot on choices. We
Oh,
could
yeah?
discuss the religious, compassionate argument for legal cannabis or any topic, really.
Oh.
Noah and Jay have kind hearts.
Yeah,
Aw.
true.
Well,
Thanks,
listen.
Dan.
Number one, brother Clint,
Anytime.
you're
always
You're
welcome.
welcome
Yeah.
on any one of
Yeah.
our
Yeah, for
podcasts
sure.
at any
Reach
point.
out.
Choices, mine. We could have you on checking in. We could. I mean, you. Whenever you have time to make it up here, we will make time for you
Yeah.
because you were a great guest and we
Yeah, it was
love
fun.
you a lot.
Yeah, and he's got a big brain in his head, man.
He does have a big
Oh,
brain.
like I
you.
said,
to match his
I-
big body. Not
Is
big
he-
as in
is
fat,
he
but
big?
tall. He's like
Okay.
6'8"
Oh
or
my
something.
He's
God.
taller than me,
See,
for
I didn't
sure.
even get
Very
to see him or
large.
meet
Oh,
him.
he's
so- and when I
huge.
saw it, he
Head
was
was-
sitting. So I don't.
His head
know,
was
you can't
literally
tell.
like he had to bend his head to get in the.
Yeah, he's like
basement.
Burnsy size.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like Burnsy. He's like
pretty
Burnsy
crazy.
size.
Well,
yeah.
I hope to meet you,
You
next
will.
time you come.
You
Yes.
Simple Man says,
Gosh,
here's
Simple
for
Man
some
is
more
crushing
Five
it.
Guys.
Oh
Man,
man,
crushing
hell
it.
yeah! We need to hit that up
We
tonight.
gotta hit that up tonight.
Sweet
Yeah,
Five
that sounds
Guys.
good. I think we did that last
You
week.
know the way to my heart.
Silver Cash and Simple Man are just
They're
destroying
crushing
it,
it.
man.
Silver Cash said,
Silver
I'd love to
Cash?
visit around my B-Day in October, and Def would put hours into cleaning and love to see BHB.
Well, dude, man,
All right,
come out and
Silver
hang
Cash.
out. Yeah, Silver-
Let me tell you right now. You tell me. We'll set the date. I'll have the stuff ready for you to clean. We
You're
will
not
be
wrong.
good to
This is a
go.
good way to work it out.
Yes,
Some
I will
bleach and
have
some-
that.
How do you
I
feel
will
about
put your ass to work.
how do you feel about washing 300 tubs?
Yeah.
Because
It's a lot of fun. It's a
It
hoot.
is.
that's what
Part
Lori
of the
does.
team.
Yeah, that's what Lori does. She puts you on
Oh.
the sink.
We'll get you a
Oh,
shirt.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
how they all
survived
start.
BHB.
That's
Gotta
how you all
start with the
start.
sink deal for the
Got to
first
work
couple
from the
days.
bottom up.
And it's
Yeah.
not even bad. Once you can learn to find the good in the bad,
Yeah.
and that I'm not even just saying people, I'm saying activities like
Sure.
washing dishes.
Yeah.
I used to hate washing dishes. Got a job, found that I actually love washing dishes because
Yeah,
it
it's
gives
great.
me time to think.
Yeah.
All right? So when I'm washing the dishes, it's actually some of my most beautiful thoughts come through.
Because you have
Listen.
nothing to bother
How
you.
who am I? How old am I?
don't know.
And what have I done? Like, no, with all this business, I'll wash tubs. Like
Yeah,
I
you got
do.
to.
And like anybody who's been here long enough knows.
Yep.
Like I don't ever ask anybody to do anything that I don't do.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll sit there, and if shit needs to get done, I'll be at the sink
Got to,
and I'll be
baby.
washing the dishes. Like
God.
I'll wash 5 times more than you will
Holy cow, we're
because
late.
I know what to do, but and I know what
we'll
to do.
cruise
But
through
I
this.
will do it.
Let's crush
So-
this, man.
Yeah,
keep
Brandon
going,
Gremlin
baby.
says going to do my best to be there in September for the anniversary.
Hell yeah,
so
Brandon.
obviously, our hopes is that
Can't
we're
wait.
going to do a barbecue September 12th, I think it is. I think
Really?
12th is the Saturday.
That'll be so
Be
fun.
whatever. That area is that 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever. That Saturday, we're going to do a big anniversary thing. And that'll
So
be the
cool.
one
Good
weekend
to know.
that won't be
Limited numbers.
Limited numbers. It'll be anyone can come
Can I have-
if the world is back to normal.
Exactly.
If the world is back to normal.
Can I have a taco stand as well?
Yes, of
Hell
course.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
make
let's
some-
I
crush
hope,
it. I'm down.
I hope you have a food truck. Yes.
Yeah,
Just
that'll be
like,
sick.
We should reach out
Knocking
to
out no one's
our
tacos.
pizza guy too.
Yeah.
See
Oh
if we
my
do some brick
God.
oven
Yeah.
pizza out in the parking lot. Yeah.
Ooh, Tavoli.
Scottish Rob says, Brian, check out thorium reactors for energy.
Oh, that sounds great, man.
Interesting.
I'm
Is
definitely
that
gonna
like-
we
check
will
that out.
check that out.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
because I'm big. Listen, I've like been really thinking about this, like, carbon, footprint
Footprint?
thing, and trying to get like carbon positive or negative or whatever it is.
yeah.
Where it's just like,
I'm trying to get a big carbon
I
positive.
tested negative for positively for COVID.
yeah.
Negative
I'm
for
trying to get the
positive.
biggest footprint.
Yeah.
No, I really love
Look at the size of these shoes.
No, I really would like to do like the Tesla, shingles and get to a point where we're not using any energy at all.
Love it.
I really would, and I'm willing to make the investment to do it because I think it's good for the environment.
I know. I'm interested to learn more about that. The HVAC that you're talking about. That Elon's working on.
Yep. There's Tesla HVAC. There's the Tesla. Obviously, they call it Tesla One, which is the battery energy to run your house, and then of course the solar shingles. So
Yeah.
So I mean, you could literally get to the point where if we had a car, a house with shingles, the HVAC unit, you're
would all
using
just do
nothing.
itself.
Yeah, you'd be selling
You're
energy
a plant.
back.
You're pretty much a plant.
Yeah, you're literally creating
is
no
that?
carbon at all. And,
That's
and you're-
awesome.
and I'd like to do that within the next
Oh, yeah, hell
within
yeah.
the next 5 years. I'd like to do that for sure.
Yeah, just I think it would actually help all of us. Like,
I think so too.
I think it would lift something out of our subconscious that we don't even know is there.
I agree.
Subconsciously, we know we're killing the planet with the things we're doing.
I mean, sometimes when I like turn a light on or I leave the house and if like you leave and there's a light on, it's like I go and I turn that light off. I'm like, damn.
I feel you.
That's like,
'Cause
and
you're
it's
the
not
dad.
about no, and it's not about like no. The dads were always like, oh, it's costing me. It doesn't matter that it costs 30 cents that the light's on. It's that we're using energy
Yeah.
that we don't have to use. And
Sometimes-
sometimes I
but
turn the
also
sauna
remember,
on. Same thing.
also remember the dogs are home. Is it fair for them to be in the dark?
Sometimes,
Screw
yeah,
those
leave
dogs.
a little light on for them.
No.
They got better night vision than me.
Or
they
the
could see
TV.
just fine at night.
Joel says, I'd like to buy a snake and I can't decide between a children's python and a rainbow boa. Can you help me?
Very different
So,
snakes.
Yeah.
boa.
exactly.
Very
But let me
different.
tell you, size. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, it
really the
depends-
biggest
yeah, yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Do you
Yeah,
want
if you-
something bigger or smaller?
Yeah, if you
Because
want
they're
something that's going to
both
get
great.
4 to 6 foot, then go with the rainbow. If you want
Yeah.
something that stays, 2.5, 3 foot,
Yeah.
go with the children's.
Other than
both
that,
really good.
they're both great
yeah.
animals.
Yeah, they really
so-
are. Yeah,
Do they
but that's
name the
size.
children's python because they're
No, it's because
good
of
for
It's
children?
actually-
it's because a herpetologist
The,
named
the
Children's.
guy's name was
Was
but it
Children's,
is
yeah.
a smaller thing. I know
It's
it is
funny. It works both
Yes,
ways, yeah.
Exactly.
It works both ways. Yeah.
Just happened to be the guy's name.
Mike
Couple
said, yo,
entendres.
guys, I just realized it's 69 days until 420.
That's the most
Whoa.
Mike.
What?
comment.
That's the most Mike comment I've ever heard.
Yeah, come on.
Mike is the man, man.
Come
And how did you
on.
just figure that out?
Yeah, like how is he doing that, man? He's like, when's 420? Oh my God, 69 days away. It's the best day ever.
Mike's going to have a good night tonight.
Yeah.
He's doing a little 6
February
9
Silver Cash said, love seeing super chats more and more. I know it definitely goes back into everything. From me, y'all are awesome.
Well, we
Hey,
appreciate
thanks.
you.
We
Yeah, and
appreciate
it's
that.
awesome
Fucking
because
crush it, man.
you guys are crushing it tonight, and you did on Saturday
Love you
as well.
guys.
And we appreciate it, and it does. I mean, because I was talking to, I always say I talk to my therapist. I was
so
talking to my,
That's- there's nothing wrong with that.
Multiple therapists, but I was talking to them about how like money is weird to me because it's like I like being a businessman and I like making ideas and doing things that are fiscally innovative in a way, right? But at the same time, like I don't care about money. Like we don't spend money on ourselves in the way. I mean,
No, you don't.
For
You
the
don't.
for the-
Extreme way.
yeah, I mean, by the way, my truck is definitely getting. I mean, So now when
Most
I
people
started,
would laugh their ass off.
well, now when I
if they knew
started,
what you
What's it
smelled.
doing? Does it
smells
whistle at you?
No, it smells like something's burning when I started.
Yeah, that's coolant. No coolant in there or
Yeah,
something?
no,
Have you
something's
checked
go-
the coolant?
I checked the oil. I was
Okay.
down 4 quarts.
Oh, good.
Did you fix that?
Well, yeah, I put 4 quarts
Did
in.
you
He's like,
check
yeah,
the
Pete in it
coolant?
again.
Did you check? The
I didn't
coolant?
check the coolant. Why would I check
Because that's the
coolant?
burning smell, probably.
It's a
your engine.
possibility.
Wait, so
But when I started, it smells bad.
You can't just top off your oil. You need to change that shit.
It does need to get
Well,
changed.
first
yeah.
you need to top it off before you change it, because if there's nothing in there, there's nothing to change.
Did you know that most motor damage is produced by cold starts in the
Yes.
winter?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it's been cold.
And especially when you're short on oil.
Yeah, when I fucking started my truck up this morning, it made a nasty.
Yes.
Oh, I heard
Well,
that. It was like,
And it
you know,
probably,
for real. I was like,
honestly,
fuck.
did you
Yeah.
do? Are you due for oil change?
Yeah, it's about half.
no, but that was actually
It's just
that was
when it's cold, that's just how it starts.
yeah. No, but that was the what do they call it, the something belt. What is that belt? I should know this. I know
fucking
about
I don't
cars.
know, Mr. Mechanic.
I
Dad.
know
Timing
my dad
belt
was
or
a
something?
mechanic. No, not a timing belt. They call it like a
Doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah,
when
it
it's
doesn't
cold
matter.
as shit,
Something-
it does.
something
It's a hard start. Like it
But
doesn't
no, but
like
no.
to,
What
but-
I heard from him, it was the belt is
Okay.
was squeak, and that was probably just from being cold, you know.
That's good.
So, but yeah,
Brandon Gramlin said he would spend $1,000 to hang out with any of you guys for 30 minutes, even if I
Damn.
had to sell a kidney.
do we
Aw.
have
Well,
to
that's
be in
so
the
nice of
VIP
you.
room to do
Yeah.
the half hour? 'Cause we could do
I'll
this
put my
in-
Venmo in the comments.
we
Yeah,
could
we
do-
can hang out tonight.
We could do this in 10 minutes, man. We could do-
Hell yeah. Come on.
No, I'm kidding.
We'll send you the address.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, brother.
Joel said
Appreciate it.
thanks.
Thank you, Joel.
Hey, Joel.
And Silver Cash said 300 tubs, bring it on. Scrubbing my rat tubs is way
Oh
more
yeah,
difficult.
man. When you're doing rats,
well, you know what?
fuck
You
yeah,
come
man.
here, buddy. I will give you as
More than you
many
could
tubs. Yeah, exactly.
No,
I've
I
got
mean-
more than you would want to do. So anytime.
I tell you, anyone that does rats is a good person.
Oh, my God.
They,
Oh, yeah.
they don't know how to work. If you're doing rats good,
Yep.
you're a worker and you
Yes.
deserve everything you
We've
get,
done 'em.
man. We
Do you think
appreciate
if I was carrying around a stick, people would think I was blind?
For sure, 100%.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
with
you're
those
blind right now this whole
glasses,
time, and I've known you for a bit. So
I don't think you. Yeah, I don't think you can see.
I just
damn
saw
thing.
myself in the preview, and I was like, I look like a blind
Yes.
person right now.
especially because you can't see where you're looking or nothing.
Yeah, I'm just like, Karen, where are you?
You do. You either just own it the way you are, or get a stick.
You might as well.
I might get a stick.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah,
as
get
well.
the
And then
stick.
that's how I pick up girls. I just bump into them.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
wait,
see you
sorry.
there.
No,
Oh,
you get the
gosh.
stick with a cup, because then sometimes people will
Cup.
give
Get the
you
money.
Ooh, get
The
your
money.
money. Yeah, free paper.
Please. I'm blind. I can't work.
Exactly.
If you want, you can tuck your leg up and act like you ain't got a leg either. Just hobble.
Oh, that's
Damn.
why. I thought he was going to do another helicopter. Or something.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which leg you were talking.
Then you get the cup out, and now you start making some paper.
You tuck
Oh,
the leg
yeah.
up, you helicopter, like you're
Oh,
Oh,
working
and
God.
Silver
That's a
Cat.
show.
Yeah,
That's a
Silver
show.
Cash said that if we do his tour in a Boston accent, he'll pay more.
Oh,
Hey, it's no
Game
fucking
on.
problem, bro.
Game on.
That's how we talk all day.
They fucking car.
Wait, park your car in the
You
back.
want
We
me
don't
to
own
go
that
in the car?
parking lot.
We get
Park-
the car, you
park
know.
your car.
No, we don't own that
crotch.
parking lot back
They own
there.
the parking lot.
Nah.
We're the parking lot behind the Marathon gas station.
We'll
Park
go
the
watch
car by the
Iron Man. We'll
Ruby.
watch Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah,
watch
thank
Iron
you.
Man together.
Thank you for the Iron Man. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Iron.
Fucking Iron Man.
And then
Got it, brother.
Bingham Boy threw $1 for love, and Olaf
What's up,
said
baby?
M.
Thanks.
M. Olaf.
Mwah.
Okay, we done, guys?
Yeah, we're done.
First off, let me start by saying thank you guys for the super chats. You guys
you
absolutely
guys killed
rocked it tonight. Thank you, Silver Cash, Mr. What was his
It
name?
was Simple Man,
Simple
baby.
Simple Man.
Mr. Simple Man.
Roses.
Let
thank you
Roses
for
Burn,
Let Roses
my
Burn,
girl.
and everyone
Everyone.
else.
All you guys.
Everyone that did everything.
That
You
was
guys are
awesome.
absolutely
Pastor.
awesome. Thank you guys
That
so
was a
much.
lot of
Reverend.
fun.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Clint.
Clint.
Man, definitely
Reverend
can't
Clint.
wait to hang out.
Yep.
We're gonna go do some turtling.
Some turtle
Yeah.
hurdle.
Do some
Hurtling.
turtling with him.
And that's
turtle.
not talking turtle head.
Yeah, not turtle head. We're gonna go turtling.
We're gonna box
So
turtle.
we're gonna have a good time with
So,
Brother Clint.
thank you guys for watching. If you aren't subscribed already, subscribe, like the video.
Yes, sir.
Down in the description, Clips channel, Spotify, all that jazz. Go follow as many things as you can or you want. And with that being said, you have been checked in, and we are checking out.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, guys. Thanks, guys.
Next one.
All right, good stuff.
Crushed it.